What it do, chat? Hello.
Pickles, what's up?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, bro, we just talked yesterday, man. Just seeing how you're doing today.
Is this Ryan?
It's Ryan. What's up, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Can you answer a question and be 100% honest with me, dude?
Okay.
What do you think about these glasses?
Yeah, they're better than the orange ones for sure.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. How are you
So
doing
what's
today?
up,
You
man?
doing
How's
all
your day
right?
going?
Doing great, man.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah, I'm
great.
doing good, man.
I got a new scooter in the mail. Took it out for a spin. It's fucking sick, dude.
All right, well, why does Trump suck today? What's he doing, man? Let's talk.
Well, the economy's still in the shitter.
I'll try to keep about Trump today because I really want to have a debate with you, man.
Okay.
But I mean, we do agree, right, Pickles, that unleaded gas on average is cheaper than when Biden was in, right? Because when Biden was in, it peaked at like 506, remember?
I think it's a weird thing to say because, first of all, that was caused by Russia invading Ukraine and by Trump doing the OPEC 2020 deal.
Bro, what? Invading Ukraine, bro, that's been going on for years. I'm
That's when it
talking about like
peaked
Biden's. No,
in 2022,
no, dude.
March 21st.
It, it hit
Peaked.
506, right? Okay, but was the Ukraine war going on before that?
So
Yeah,
let me show
it
you
was,
something.
man.
Let me show you something. All right, this is gonna be
But
gas.
while you're showing me something, Pickles, I got a question. While you're showing me something, I just feel like you guys blame everything under the sun for oil prices, bro. It's not Trump's fault. This is Exxon. This is Mobil. You need to be talking shit about the oil companies, dude.
Let me tell you what Trump did first. So right here, this is Trump, 2020. This is
You're
when
going to talk
gas
about the OPEC
prices.
deal, right?
Yeah, the OPEC
Are you going
2020
to talk
deal.
about the OPEC deal?
The
Okay, let
OPEC.
me tell you. I already know what you're going to say. Pickles, here's the deal. We had to tell the Saudis to stop producing, right? Because we had an overabundance, right?
It was a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
That's very unconventional.
No, it's not, bro. No, it's
It's
not. We
usually 2
couldn't
or
even
3
give the oil away
months.
for free. Hold on,
Very
Pickles, bro.
unconventional.
We remember it hit like negative $37 a barrel, bro. We couldn't even give it away for free. So of course he's gonna go and tell them, hey, pump the brakes, slow down. We have an overstock of oil right now. Let's make a deal. And bro, that's
So
not
you
what's
admit
causing.
that was designed to cause gas prices to go up, right?
No, bro, not at all.
Then
What do you mean,
why
bro?
did you attach the negative $37 a barrel to that conversation?
Because that's how cheap oil was, bro. Couldn't even give it away, bro. Had so much of it.
So what was Trump's prescription to that and why?
I mean, bro, he's telling them to pump the brakes. We have enough oil, and that's not what's causing gas prices to be where they're at, bro. What's causing the prices right now is these oil companies are price gouging. You know what I'm saying? They're going, oh, the war kicks off, and then the next day it's 45 cents more a gallon, bro. They already bought the gas fucking a year ago, Pickles, 6 months ago. So we agree, right, that these oil companies need to be more regulated, right?
It's not just that, no. Not just that.
What do
If
you
you're talking
mean it's
about
not just that?
regulating things in times of emergencies and stuff, if only there was a presidential candidate that like that was proposing that as part of her plan.
I mean, pickles, bro. The OPEC deal is not the reason why
It is 100% reason why.
gas prices are. No, they're
This
not,
is
Britt.
the
No, it's not.
literal duration
No,
of
it's
the
not.
2-year OPEC deal. You see these lines where they stop where it starts to
Scroll
plummet?
over a little bit. Scroll over.
You see that?
Okay.
That's the exact
Right. Okay.
duration
Hold
of the
on. Hold
OPEC
on.
deal.
Hold on. Pickles. Let me explain, man. At the bottom of that one, right? So he goes, "Hey, stop producing oil. We don't need any oil, right?" So of course the oil companies are going to price gouge the oil that they have in reserves, right? They're going to be like, "Well, we've got some. We can just price it at whatever we want."
When there's a
Again,
scarcity of
dude,
oil, there absolutely can be an increase in cost because
there
the
wasn't a scarcity of
demands.
oil.
There
There
was.
wasn't.
It was a
What are you
manufactured
talking
scarcity.
about?
It's a manufactured
Pickles,
scarcity.
if it's $1 a barrel, bro, we're buying that shit left and right. What are you talking about?
You don't think everybody wanted to jump on it when barrels of oil were negative $37 a barrel? You don't think that people were like, "Hey, we should just
Yeah,
buy
that's
that"?
when gas. Okay, but that's when. Okay, so again, how much was gas when it was negative $37 a barrel?
It's like
It
a
was like a
dollar
dollar
90.
forty a gallon.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it was a dollar 40 here, but the average was like a dollar $92, right?
Do you want to see when
So
Biden entered office? He entered right there. Right there. So was it Biden that created this spike?
no, bro. Hold on. Go. What? So this chart is showing demand and supply, or what am I
This
looking
is
at?
the
This blue line.
price. This is the price of
The
oil.
price. Okay.
The
Yes.
retail price of
Okay. Because I
gasoline.
can't really read it. It's kind of hard to read. Right. Okay. So again, go scroll in a little bit.
In both instances, Trump was involved in creating the increase of gas. Both now,
No, pickles, bro. Are
both
you
back
serious,
then.
man?
You're being
Hold on,
dishonest.
pickles.
You're not being honest
No.
with
Hold on,
yourself.
pickles. Let me ask you something. Pre-COVID, was gas prices going down or up?
Down.
Okay. So even before COVID happened, gas prices were coming down, right?
Due to what?
And then COVID happens.
Due to what?
What do you mean due to what? He's literally telling the oil. Hold on, let me tell you. Because he's telling the oil companies to come here and drill and invest in America even further than what they're doing now. Biden sat there and was screaming about not letting leases be released so they couldn't drill and cutting off the LNGs. I mean, Johnson came out and said.
Are you saying that Biden reduced oil production?
This is what you're going to do, bro. You're going to show me a chart where in the last 2 years he produced the most oil. That's not from him. That's not because of him, bro. This takes time, Pickles. You understand that the
Whether
oil
it was
market,
because of
the oil
him or
industry,
not, whether it was because of him or not is irrelevant. I don't think I don't attribute any of this honestly to Trump. I don't attribute.
You just
any of
said it was
this
his
to Trump.
fault, bro.
I attribute the increase, the exact deal that he made, was his fault. He
Okay,
did
but
do that
Pickles,
directly.
do you understand how supply and demand works?
Yes.
Do you really understand how supply and demand works?
Yes.
So during COVID, you guys sit here and scream about how, well, nobody was on the roads and nobody was working, so that's why the gas companies made it so cheap. Pickles, Florida never shut down, bro. We never shut down, and gas was $1.40 across the street from me, dude.
It's not true.
Okay.
Florida had the
So it has nothing to
worst
do with-
recovery from COVID in regards to inflation.
Oh, but the gas was trending down before COVID happened, right? So he was actively promoting drill baby drill. Remember when he was saying drill baby drill?
That's just a bumper sticker, dog.
Do you know
He
who
can't
he's
tell
talking
oil
to?
companies to go. If there's a market to be made by oil companies, they're gonna go do it. They don't need the okay from the president.
Yes, they do. They need
they don't.
lease. They need to lease the land. What are you talking about,
There's
Pickles?
thousands of leases that are just open, just sitting there, not being drilled at all.
No, there's not, bro.
Yes, there are.
Pickles, there's regulations. An oil company just can't go drill on someone's fucking property, bro. What are you talking about?
There were thousands of
They're not
leases
allowed to
that
do
weren't even
that.
being used. Yes, they are.
They have to get leased. They have to go through the federal government, bro. This takes state
And
level,
they had
bro. It
already
takes
done
time
it.
to get.
And they had already done that.
No, Pickles, bro. Please give me 30 seconds, bro. When he was telling everybody drill, baby, drill, He wasn't talking to the American people. He was talking to the oil companies, dude.
So
He was telling them, "Hey, I'm gonna let you lease this land and drill and get us oil and
and Biden signed
bring
far
up the
more
reserves."
permits. Biden signed like 6 times more permits in the first 6 months of his administration, dude.
No, no, he didn't, bro.
Yes, he
No,
did.
no, he didn't.
I can just pull up an article.
No,
Do
he
you want
didn't.
to?
You're showing me how much oil was produced. You're not showing me the permit. You're not showing me nothing else than
Joe
okay.
Biden signed
Yeah,
more
we got
permits
the
during his first year. More oil permits.
and keep in mind, everybody, keep in mind, bro. This guy was screaming about the Green New Deal. I had to hear about AOC. Oh, climate change is like World War II. Remember when she said that dumb shit? Remember when she compared climate change to World War II, Pickles? How dumb her fucking brain is.
Hey man, when we invest in alternative energies, what does that do to the price of oil?
It makes it go up.
No.
Because here's the deal, Pickles. I know what you're gonna do, bro. You're gonna be like, well, a barrel of oil and the energy you can get from that versus a lithium.
No,
bro, you
that's not
want
what
the
I'm gonna
kids in
say.
Congo to be digging up these lithium batteries and shit, bro.
Stop.
Why do you
dude.
want them to do that?
Stop. You don't care about kids in Congo.
No, you do. You don't. You want to go green new batteries and shit, bro. Pickles, you can only drive like 300 miles on these shitty batteries, and then when you get home, it takes like 2 days
That's
to charge the
not even
fucking
what I'm
battery.
talking
Dude.
about, but that is a slam dunk case for me too. But no, when we increase the availability of alternative energies, oil has to compete with that, and it drives oil prices down. So like look at the markets in like the UK and look in Singapore. Singapore had the like biggest cushion from being affected from the closure of the Strait of Hormuz because they had so much alternative energies. So when oil started to increase in price, they leaned on those alternative energies, and it had less of an effect.
In 6 months?
Yes, you know how Trump was
Pickles, come on,
crying.
bro.
He was
You
crying.
can't, bro.
He was sitting there crying about how the UK had windmills.
Fucking
He's like,
bills
damn
passed
them.
in 6 months, bro.
They already had.
We
this.
can't even get like
They already
we
had
can't
it.
even get bills passed. What are you talking about, bro? You're comparing 6 months old. They turned the fucking they turned the solar panels on, and they were making like 1,000 watts. Bro, give me a break, Pickles.
They already had them.
Pickles, give me a break, dude.
Dude,
Singapore, you're comparing us to Singapore, dude.
I can't believe you're up here trying to tell me that Trump didn't increase the price of oil, yet he had to do something when oil was so low. And alluding to the fact
Dude,
that
a
the
barrel
increase
of
of
oil
oil
is
was
like $70 right now. How much is the futures telling us right now?
$100,
Pickles?
$120, $100.
No. Go pull it up right now. What's it at right now?
Oil
Because I'm not on my
futures.
computer, bro. I don't sit on my computer all day like you, but
120,
what is it at for a barrel?
$102.
The futures is showing that?
Yes.
Okay. And gas is still like $3.50 here in Florida, dude.
Once we hit June 1st is actually like a big, huge cutoff date. So,
Yeah.
for Iran, when they're unable to produce oil and they have to cap these, drilling sites, the
Pickles, we don't get oil from
maintenance-
Iran, bro. What are you talking about?
I know.
We do not get oil from Iran, bro.
I know, because oil is a world market. Dude, I can't believe.
But we don't. But dude, but then
imagine
why
if
aren't you
I was
talking
running
shit
your
about
business.
Mobil One and Exxon, bro?
I can't imagine how much more successful you'd be if I ran your business. This is so sad.
No, bro, hold on, Pickles, bro. Why are you not bitching at Mobil and Exxon, dude? This has nothing to do with Trump. We don't get our oil from Iran, bro.
I know, but when oil
How
is produced,
cuckoo are you, bro?
when oil's produced, even if it's produced on U.S. soil, the United States does not own that oil, right? It's private company owned. So when they're approached by China,
Then
and
why
all
are
these
you
other
blaming Donald Trump then, bro?
because he's the one who shut down the Strait of Hormuz.
We don't get our oil from there.
That doesn't matter, dude. It
How
doesn't
much?
matter.
Hold on.
Do we get oil from
Pickles,
Saudi
how much-
Arabia? Do we get oil
Bro,
from
hold
Saudi
on.
Arabia?
Just quick question, bro. Just quick question. How much oil does America produce per day?
13.4 million barrels a day.
Okay. How much are we getting from Venezuela now per day?
I don't know how much.
Like 2 million? Okay,
Are you
you
sure about
really,
that?
really think, bro? Well, it's probably like 1 million now, but they used to be way more efficient. They used to be like 3 million, 5 million, but their whole shit collapsed. And we all know that that's dirty crude oil. You got to refine the fuck out of it.
It's
It's
one.
shitty muck. It's like
Yeah.
shitty mud water, bro.
Yeah.
So, but my point is though, Pickles, we do not get oil from Iran, bro.
I know.
It's like,
I know. You just have
okay,
you
so
have a fundamental
you want to sit
misunderstanding.
here and be like, oh, because Iran has shut down the whole planet, the whole nebula's closed down, bro.
Yes.
Off a little fucking tiny strait. Are you out of your fucking mind, bro?
Yes. That is what happens.
What?
Yes. God dang, dude. Okay, look
Pickles,
at the oil.
are
Pretend this is the oil market, okay? We got
Oh my
Saudi
God,
Arabia,
dude.
we got OPEC and Saudi Arabia, we got United States, we got Venezuela. And all together, we can say it makes, I don't even know if this is right, but let's say it makes 30 million barrels per day. And then oil prices for a barrel of oil worldwide go for $70. But when we cut this and our consumption remains at 30 million barrels a day, and we cut it, and the new price of oil is $120 because we're only making 23 million barrels per day, that creates a worldwide scarcity. So everyone is pulling for this oil.
Pickles?
Every country on earth is pulling for this oil, and oil companies are divvying it up.
China's pulling for that oil.
Every
Pickles,
country on earth.
China is pulling for that oil. Okay.
Japan's
And do you
pulling
know
for
where
this-
the other oil? Hold on. Do you know where does NATO get their oil from, Pickles?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? No,
Yes.
they get it from the Strait of Hormuz, but they get it from there, bro. So they won't come down and secure their own livelihood. They're relying on us. We are controlling who is going in and out of the strait right now, dude. Do you know how many vessels we have there right now? Do you know how many Navy vessels we have right there, bro? We have locked them in. This is Pickles. This is a bolster move. Trump is doing a bolster. It's called a bolster move,
so
right?
smart.
So he gets in there and you cut him off, dude. So we're not going to go drop in a nuclear bomb. We're going to cut you off and bleed you dry. Okay?
Yeah, he's bleeding the world dry of
And
oil, right?
You don't No, he's not, dude. No, the fuck he's not.
He is.
What do you mean what do you mean he's bleeding the whole world dry off a little small strait, dude? Give me a break. He could probably call the Saudis right now and be like, hey, pump the oil. And they'd be like, you got it, Don.
Yeah.
How much
how
you
do
want
the
50
Saudis
million a
ship their
day?
oils out, dude? How do they strip it out?
And guess who's controlling the strait? What do you mean,
Iran.
bro? What?
Iran's controlling too.
What
So
do you-
if they don't want the Saudis to ship their oil, they're gonna say no.
So wait, hold on, Pickles. You're saying right now on live TV that Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz?
Yes, we both do.
No, you don't. No, they don't, bro.
If
no,
we
they
wanted,
don't.
If we wanted to go get some oil
No,
from the
they
Strait of Hormuz,
don't.
could we do it?
The way to cut them off, bro, the way to bleed them dry is you don't let anything go in and out, bro. They're not going to have any oil soon. They're not going to be able to make any money soon.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The whole world gets 20% of their oil from the Strait
What do
of
you
Hormuz.
think they're going to put it on a train and transport all the oil to Russia and sell it to Russia? I guarantee you're going to say some dumb shit like that.
17% of their oil via train and land. Yes.
Yeah. Well, guess what? A couple of airstrikes on the train tracks. Your shit ain't moving nowhere, buddy.
And then it creates an even bigger scarcity of oil
You just
throughout the world.
don't, Pickles. You don't understand the chess move that we're making. You don't know how to play chess.
Dog, Trump doesn't know how to play chess.
And the thing is, I'll bet you, I'll play you chess $5,000. Let's make a $5,000 bet chess. That's how slow you are, bro. You don't know how to play chess, okay?
Dude, I'm literally a professional gamer.
At the end of the day, hold on, bro. It's like, I can't believe I sit here and be like, Pickles, at the end of the day, unleaded is cheaper under Trump right now, and he's at war with Iran versus Biden. And you'll be like, no, it ain't. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, it is. You're you lie, bro. You lie on here.
Nobody in the world agrees with you that oil prices would remain the same if there was a scarcity created on the other side of the world. Whether or not we get that oil is irrelevant.
Yeah, it's going to disrupt China, bro. Do you understand the chess move that he's doing against China right now?
And a lot of other countries.
What other countries, Pickle? Name them.
Japan. Australia.
Okay, well, guess what? They could deal with the fucking problem. We'll let them in. We're friends with Australia. Hey, guys.
We can't escort
put another
ships.
shrimp on the barbie.
We have
Come
not,
on in.
Float
your fucking.
We cannot
float right in, guys.
We have been unable to escort ships safely through the Strait of Hormuz because the little choke point, Iran will hit you with drones.
Oh my god, dude.
right?
Australia, bro, you understand we're allies with them, dude. Put another shrimp on the barbie. We're escorting them right through.
You're not saying
Okay?
anything.
You're just saying a lot of dumb shit, Pickles.
I
It's not
think
making
you are.
sense.
You are. It's sad how much of a
We
misunderstanding
have
you
the
have.
biggest Navy vessel sitting right on their shoreline, and they're not doing jack shit. What are you talking about?
I know. Can we
And-
escort? Can we have we been able to escort a ship through the Strait of Hormuz? Yes or no?
Yes, bro, we
No.
are.
No.
Yes.
No, Trump didn't have a plan. He said he had a plan for if they shut down the Strait of Hormuz. He still hasn't enacted that plan. If he had a plan, I would love to see it. He doesn't have one.
Pickles, do you think we're going to go boots on the ground?
I don't know.
We are. 100%. We are 100%, bro. We're going to take over the shoreline. See, we can't napalm bomb it right now because there's people
like
there. And Trump has a heart. And the thing is Pickles. Hold on, let me land the plane, bro. See, Trump has a heart, bro. He's like, well, I could napalm the fucking whole shoreline and clear the whole shoreline and get all these dinky little fucking side boats that they send out, the little speed boats. Bro, he doesn't want to do that because families live there and there's innocent people there, okay?
Wow, he is such a heart.
Back in 1940, bro, this would have been game over for them.
I don't think so, man.
Vietnam, bro. Do you understand how Vietnam was run?
How bad
did
we get fucked in Vietnam? How bad? How many people died? 65,000.
I mean, we lost a lot of people, but dude, guess what? Pickles. You know, it's funny we bring this up because like he was on like some news station was like, I'm only like 2 months in. You know, Vietnam's 20 years. You know, Iraq was 10 years, and bro, we're what 2 months in, Pickles?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not going to have the exact numbers, okay?
We've had a change in leadership of our entire Navy because the guy couldn't get along with anyone else in the Pentagon because Trump's demands are so insane.
No, because Pete got all the dinglings out of there, bro. What are you talking about?
Do you mean the ones that Trump hired?
No, he didn't get rid of the ones that Trump hired.
Phelan, yes.
Remember, do you remember like, you remember at the beginning of the year?
He got fired.
Hold on, Pickles.
He either fired or quit. The head of the
Pickles,
Navy.
do you remember at the beginning of the year when Pete called back like all the generals from like everywhere? They had that massive meeting. Remember that?
Yeah, and
remember
he tried to tell them some shit about how
he told them that,
hey,
we're not fucking around anymore. We're gonna get the pussies out of here, and we're gonna get some real men in here to get the job done. Okay, 47 years they've been screaming death to America, Pickles.
Because of
47 years, and guess what? Why didn't Biden do anything? Why didn't Obama do anything? Obama gave them money, bro.
He unfroze some of their money. $1.5
billion. $1.5 billion, bro. You're cool with that? Ooh,
yes.
Yeah, you're cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you're cool with them giving the enemy money.
It was for a prisoner exchange. Yes.
Yeah, we gave them. Okay, so dude, keep going. What was it about then, Pickles?
So we said if you want to be able to trade with the rest of the world, if you want us to remove sanctions.
No, go ahead with the prisoner exchange. Explain it to it. Break it down, bro. Pull your ChatGPT up.
This was part of the JCPOA when Obama made a deal with Iran and said, we're going to monitor your nuclear enrichment program. We're going to have cameras everywhere 24/7. We're going to have satellite imagery 24/7. We're going to have 300 checks per year. And there was no way that they could get away with enriching extra uranium. And then Trump pulled us out because he's a cuck for Netanyahu, and Netanyahu needs a reason to do this
because
shit.
They've been enriching the uranium, dude. They know they have been doing it. And they're not using it to make, power plants and shit, Pickles.
No, they
live in fucking mud huts over there, bro, in very small cities.
You're not even
one little power plant, you could fucking run the whole country, dude.
Dude, you're so silly. That's not true.
Okay, Pickles, hold on, give me a second, bro. When you talk about enriched uranium and size, the size that they have is way more than you would need for like nuclear factories to power a city, bro.
Stop.
So Trump's like, bro.
Stop. When 2018,
so we're not going to let you just keep collecting all this enriched uranium.
When Trump pulled us out in 2018, what was their level of enriched uranium? What was it?
Tell us.
3.9. What was the amount we allowed them to have? 3.9.
I don't know, Pickles. I'm not in front of the computer right now, dude.
3.9. They were adhering to the
deal. And I'm sure they got more than that.
They were adhering to the deal. Years later, after we pulled out, they had 60% enriched uranium after we pulled out. Years after.
Okay, so Pickles, so you're saying that they had 3.9 while they're chanting death to America, bro? And you think the numbers are going to be legit? You're going to just believe the 3.9, bro?
Do you know why they scream death to America?
Holy shit, dude.
Do you know
You
why they
just gonna
scream that?
believe what Obama tells you, bro?
No, I'm trusting what the IAEA says. Do you know what? Do you know why they were screaming death to America?
Yeah, it has to do with religious ideology. I mean, there's a
No,
lot of
dude.
reasons why,
No,
dude.
no, no,
What do you mean?
no, no. We installed a
Well, first of all, it
dictator.
all boils down to religion. Hold
We
on,
in.
Pickles. First of all, this all boils down to religion,
No,
just
it
so you
doesn't.
understand. So don't fucking tell me no,
No,
dude.
it doesn't.
No. Well,
No, it
okay, then
doesn't.
what's it about then, dude?
In 1953, we installed a dictator there directly. His name was the Shah. He was there for 16 years. He was a brutal dictator. They overthrew him in 79. Ever since, just like you would probably never forgive a country for installing a dictator in our country, they've
Wait,
never
you're saying we
forgotten.
installed a dictator, then overthrew him? Is that what you're saying?
They overthrew him.
Okay. We took, well, hold on. You're saying in 1953, we installed a dictator there?
Yes.
Bro, I mean, where are you getting this shit from, dude?
Are you fucking serious, man?
Pickles,
This is not a
I'm glad I
secret.
got
This
to
is
clip
not a
this one, bro. This is on
conspiracy.
your main account.
This is
I'm
not a
glad I got to clip
conspiracy.
this.
Yeah, I please
It's
do.
okay, bro.
Please study
You're
it.
the one that says a lot of conspiracy stuff, though, dude.
This is not a conspiracy. This is a real thing. This is not a mystery. This is not something that someone cooked up and made up. This is a real thing. It's part of history.
Pickles, do you understand that we have them in a chokehold, bro? They're not going to be able to survive, dude.
The
We have them in a
1953
chokehold.
Iran coup d'etat. All right, Prime Minister of Iran Mohammad Mossadegh was fired by Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the Shah.
Oh, really?
in Iran.
Wikipedia, bro? That's our source now? Like,
months
anybody
proceed-
can go on Wikipedia and change all
Dude,
that shit, Pickles.
okay, what do you want to see? Zen education? Do you want to see
No, I don't want to see
Britannica?
any
Do
of
you want
this
to see
Muslim
George Washington?
propaganda shit, bro.
CIA
I don't want to
confirms
see any of that.
role in 1953 Iran coup. This is not a mystery, dude. It's just something that your
So they
politicians
overthrew their
aren't
own
telling
country.
you.
They overthrew their own country, bro. You have no proof
No,
that the
we did
American
it.
CIA
We
like
did it.
implanted a fucking
Yes,
op
I
there,
do.
dude.
This is not just like it's just that your
What
politicians
fiction
aren't saying
fucking books
this.
are you reading, bro? What Harry Potter books are you
Dude,
reading, my
nobody
guy?
even denies this is fact. Nobody denies. It's just something you don't know, man.
Pickles, just so you understand, bro, I'm not even siding with Israel. I don't even really like them, dude. I'm not some like Jew lover, bro. I was in the Iraq war, dude, in 2005. Unbeknownst to me as a child, bro, I was 17 years old, dude. Unbeknownst to me, I go to war, and then 20 years later, I find out that this fucking Jewish retard sent us there.
Dude, you can't say that. Fuck, man. You're literally just a partisan hack, man. You're just a partisan hack. You don't know history. Thank you, Beth, for the galaxy. Much love, chat. Tap the screen. Let's get to 20K really quick. If you're a fan of the stream, if you enjoy these debates, give me a follow. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Hello. I actually am not. I used to be a strong Trump supporter, but I just kind of want to join and give some insight, just because I would say, qualified to talk about what the previous person was lying about the oil conditions. I studied chemical engineering, and I work as a process engineer in the oil industry. And I am also Muslim. Granted, I'm not Iranian or a Shia Muslim, but I feel like those things make me a little bit qualified just to give some quick insight. I know that you're mainly looking for Trump supporters.
I am. I'll let you say something really quick, and then I'm going to get on to a debate.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say that, like, of course, we've all seen the increase in gas prices at the pump. But as somebody who does work in the oil industry as an engineer, we have daily briefings about the current situation with regard to oil prices. And things are not good. The closing of the Strait of Hormuz has been, it's I don't want to use the word disastrous and be overreactive, but it's been very difficult. And people like that last guy, not to say anything insulting about him, but he's just uneducated on the topic of oil refinement. And even like if we get a different type of crude oil is oil, but there are differences in crude oil, like things like viscosity, API, gravity, sulfur content. And these changes cause massive price increases at the refinement level, which then cause price increases for all of us.
Yeah, yeah. And we don't even need to get to that level of technicality, but we can just say oil is a world market. So if a whole country were to cease to produce oil today, the entire world would see an increase in oil prices, right?
Absolutely. Undeniably.
Yes. Even if we made 100% of our own oil, which is not really reality because we don't even have the refinement capacity and we don't even have the right type of oil. Like we have to get some of our oil from overseas because the type of oil that we typically use for certain things, we don't really produce that much here. So it's like 13.4 million barrels a day or 13.6 now, but we use what, 17, 18, 20, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the right range.
Yeah.
And so it's been so rough, and it's just so infuriating. Again, I don't want to say anything negative about the last guy, but all I will say is that he is not educated enough on the topic necessarily to be speaking with that much confidence.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
yeah, I will let you go. Keep up the good work. Godspeed.
Thank you. Have a good one, man.
You too. Bye.
All right, chat. Don't forget to follow the stream, guys. We're going to tap past this. We got live restricted for 10 minutes. I'm sure it'll go away here in a second. But if you enjoy this debates, we do these every day. Give me a follow. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I voted for Trump. I really don't care too much about him, but I voted for him.
Hey, what made you vote for Trump?
I didn't like what the Democrats were offering, and immigration is a problem within the black community, and also
Can you explain that to me?
I'd rather deal with Republicans at this point.
Can you explain how immigration's a bad thing for your community? I'm just assuming. I'm sorry, but are you black?
Yes, I'm Black American.
All right.
Because when you look at after affirmative action in the 1960s and the so-called term minority was created, it became a blanket term for everybody, which it was a way to not speak about black people, but speak about black people. So, yeah, all these people are lumped under the minority category, which when it comes down to funds going to so-called minorities, it harms us because we're already splitting up a pie that's small. So why continue to do that?
What type of voter do you think is more prone to the negative thinking about minorities, liberals or Republicans?
Both sides, really. It just depends on what you rather deal with as an individual. Me, I'd rather deal with a person that's outwardly a little racist and has boundaries on how they want to deal with me than a person that pretends to like me and fight with me but stabbing me in the back. So it just depends on your preference of racism.
Do you feel like this anti-DEI rhetoric is the same thing when they talk about the like distaste for DEI policies, policies that are inherently made to lift minority groups out of their likelihood of being in poverty or their less likelihood of being a CEO or a president or a congressperson?
No,
How do you feel about
it
the
does.
Voting Rights Act?
I can still vote. I still have my choice to vote. So, I mean,
Can I tell you some figures really quick?
come on.
In 1965, how many black people do you think held office of any type in America?
Not too many.
The answer is 72. We're talking about everything down to city council. 72.
Okay.
5 years after the Voting Rights Act was passed, how many people do you think held office after that were black?
I know a couple of hundred, but
1,500.
what does that have to do
1,500.
with what that
They
has to do
they
with
just
anything?
reversed the thing that did that.
Okay. You do understand, like, if a black person runs for office, black people can still vote for them. We still have the
But their
choice to
votes
vote
are
for them.
diluted.
That's the excuse that that liberals like to make, but
It's a
I
literal
don't believe that.
mathematical truth.
Let me ask you this. Okay, if that's the case, then why are people not applying this same thought process to Hispanics, the Asian community? No one is telling them your votes are being diluted because of this. They're only focusing on so-called black people, and that's why most of us could care less. And because a lot of y'all are trying to project like if it harms Democrats, it harms black people, and black people are not inherent Democrats. Majority of black people don't even vote or care less about what's going on. They're living their everyday lives, doing what they have to do. So
I don't know if your entire community agrees with your point of view, but I would say that the ability for the black electorate's votes to be reflected meaningfully into our system means that they need to draw districts that doesn't water down the effectiveness of black people, because otherwise the majority of white people and the strength and influence they have will reverse that. That 1,500 number
doesn't
is
that sound
slowly
kind of
being
racist?
reversed.
So are you saying only a person that can represent me properly is another black person?
No, I'm saying that if given the opportunity, the white electorate, especially the right white electorate, will not vote black people in.
I can care less. That's their choice. My district in Texas has proved that the so-called white electorate on the left won't do the same either when it came down to Jasmine Crockett. So, like, my point is, both sides are the same. It's just depending on what flavor of it
First
do
of
you
all,
want.
Jasmine Crockett was, and she did have a district until the bigots on the right removed her district.
So they just pushed all the black people in her district, took out some of the white people. I mean, isn't that what the left wants? A predominantly black district where they can
No,
have their
we want
representation?
equal representation. We want equal representation. So if 13%
But
of
isn't that
Congress
getting
were black, that'd
equal
be great.
representation when you have a black person representing an all-black district? Now, the job that they do for their constituents, now that's a person that's an issue when it comes down to that person. So it's gonna you're kind of going against what people on the left say they want. If we're getting proper representation, right? It's an all-black district with a black representative. Where's the issue coming in?
So this
Or
is
you
this
want it
is
the
where it's
other
coming
way?
in. So I want to show you this map. I think this is the new map. But where's Memphis? I think Memphis is right here. You see where these three districts meet? Right there. What they did is we took a black district and they dissected it into 3 pieces, so that they're meaningless. They're the minority in those districts. That's what they're doing.
Funds still get allocated to their district. Now, if the people who represented them don't allocate the funds properly, then that's the problem with representation that the people elected. And that's, I think, a lot of people's problem with it comes down to people on the left who claims that they're representing black people, but really just use them as a poster child to push agendas and don't do nothing for them in the end.
I think that's vehemently untrue. So every single
How
time,
isn't it?
every single time a Democrat's in office or a Democrat is elected, those policies that these people pass vehemently help the more impoverished areas.
minorities.
Yes,
Yes, it don't help black people.
absolutely.
It
they
helps
do.
us the least. It helps us
Okay,
the least.
can you tell me a thing that that Republicans do that specifically help black people?
Hey, they ain't harming us. They focusing on everybody outside
There's
the
literally the
United States.
The top 15 most violent domestic terrorist groups in America are white supremacist groups, man. So yes, of course they are.
You're talking about 2 different situations. We're talking about you just said the Republicans are not are harming black people.
They
In my
absolutely
eyes,
are.
no, they're no.
In the
They're
most
not.
literal sense, they are.
They're not. They may be hurting black looking people like black immigrants by kicking them out the country, but black
That
Americans,
hurts us
no.
too. That hurts everybody. So
No, it doesn't. I don't align with a black immigrant. I am a black American. I don't socialize with black immigrants.
I
I could
don't
care
think
less about them.
I don't
Their
think
plights are their plights. My issues are my issues.
yeah.
And that's the problem with the people on the left want to lump everybody up into one coalition like we all hands and friends. Like, no. Y'all bringing this, they're trying to divide us. We was never together to be divided. Y'all people are using black people plights and issues to push agendas that never in the end support or help black people the
That's
most.
not true. I can just point to the Voting Rights Act, and then I can point to the right who gutted it. That's
People
literally.
was able. Hold on, we black people were able to vote before the Voting Rights Act. We pushed that because we were getting retaliated against, or you had to do a test, some type of thing you had to do before you voted.
They're
So
trying to do legislation right now, the SAVE Act, which would
prove it.
which would
Prove it that they trying to
overwhelmingly-
bring back a test where you got to count how many big jelly beans in
No,
this jar.
they're trying to do voter poll tax.
I support voter ID.
No,
I
poll
got an
tax.
ID. All black people got ID. Show me a poll tax, because y'all talking about voter ID being a poll tax. That's trash.
So
Show
when
me where they're
the-
bringing
the
a
average
jar of
cost-
jelly beans and telling you to count these jelly beans. Guess how many jelly beans? That's a poll tax. That's what my
That's
people
not
went through.
a poll
So
tax.
y'all try to use these plights that black Americans went through to push these new agendas for immigrants so they can have a right to vote. Well, I could care less. Fight. They can fight for their own
Nobody
issues.
wants the immigrants to be able to vote. Nobody wants that.
That's a bullshit lie. It's plenty of liberals that do.
Can you tell
You're
me
not
a
gonna push that
politician
lie.
that's pushing
in
that?
California, they pushing that. That's why
Not on a federal
in
level.
California you can. Yes, not on the federal. I'm glad you said not on the federal level, but they are trying to allow them to vote on the local level and state level.
They
That's
pay
the whole
local and
point.
state taxes.
Who gives a damn?
That's
I feel
taxation
like
without
our immigrants should
representation.
pay. I feel like our immigrants should pay an extra tax. Fuck you here for?
To work. Contribute to
You
the
can do that
economy.
in your own country. Build it up.
I
And
think
that's the
I think
problem,
you're just-
because when it comes down to the plights of black Americans, all these individuals has misused and abused the things that we have fought for and we benefit the least from. Affirmative action, mostly white women, LGBTQ, and immigrants benefited from that. Black people benefited the least. Just like DEI, the same thing. So why would a black American, knowing this information, knowing that it doesn't support us the most, but we are the main poster child to push these issues, why would we continue to support this? Why should black Americans continue to support coalitions that don't benefit us? Y'all pushing,
They
they're gonna
absolutely
divide
do.
us.
I just think you're
No, it
choosing not to
don't.
look at it.
No, I see them, and they don't benefit us.
How many
And that's
people?
what y'all don't like, that we're starting to see that, and we don't care about building any more coalitions. We're focusing on our own issues, and if you want to be part of it, then hey, mind your business, because we're not accepting no more new friends, no more holding hands. It don't work for black Americans,
Okay.
and y'all have to accept it.
Okay, so when the government pulls back programs to help impoverished communities, when they pull back SNAP and Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, that absolutely does hurt.
Majority
everybody.
of black Americans
It
are
hurts
not in
everybody.
poverty. Majority
not
of black
saying that.
Americans are not on food stamps. That's
no.
white Americans.
No,
and
no,
we're
no.
going to look at the factuals.
35% of food stamps beneficiaries are whites. 26 are black.
Hold on, we have, and that's why black Americans
That's
are
an
pushing
over-
for
that's an
disaggregation
overproportional
of those
amount, though.
numbers, because you do understand that black immigrants, melanated immigrants, are lumped up in the black numbers. That's why we
That's
want to
just an
separate
IQ
those.
problem, and that's
That's not an
immediately a
IQ problem. No,
right-wing ideology.
That's not an IQ problem. That's the truth, because we want to be separated from these other melanated groups, because they're siphoning from the things that our ancestors, our elders have fought for over the generations. Like,
I don't think you're
why
saying
would
anything.
why would black Americans continue to support things that don't support them the most?
I think that you're
It's
doing the
against.
opposite. You're supporting the party that pulls things away from things that lift people, no matter their color, out of poverty.
You know, see, you talking about
Your
no
party
matter-
has bankrupted America. Your party is
Both parties have
causing,
done it. I look at
since
that's not
Trump
my
has
party.
Since Trump
I'm
has picked up,
I'm an independent. Both of them trash to me.
Okay, since
they
Trump
both
has
are
picked
the
up-
same.
Since Trump has
They
picked up
both
a
are
microphone,
the same to me.
Since Trump has picked up a microphone in 2017, white supremacist right-wing domestic terrorism has skyrocketed like 4,000%, and you're backing it. It's sad.
No, I'm not. Like
Yes,
I
you
said,
are.
both sides are the same to me. Y'all both are racist. It's just Republicans are bold enough to at least say it. Y'all are just cowards and
And
stab
take
people
action
in the
on it.
back.
And take action on it.
Show me where. I mean, because you trying to line me
Voting
up as
Rights
if I'm a
Act.
black immigrant. I am not a black immigrant. I can't be deported.
I'm not talking about that.
The most that the government can do to me is put me in jail. That's been happening to black Americans, so I could
Yeah,
care less.
they over police.
We been fighting that.
They over police y'all.
We've
they
been
pull
saying
y'all
that.
over
We've
too much?
been fighting that. Hey, I could care less. That doesn't happen to me.
That makes you a cuck for it, dude.
No, I mean, hey, whatever you want to call me, I could give two fucks about a white person's opinion. Because me, I'm focusing on black issues, making sure black people understand that
Good luck.
these coalitions that we build with these fraudulent individual groups don't help us. And we have the receipts and the facts to prove and show this. That's why most of you
luck.
white liberals are the more racist than Republicans. And you see a backlash against Democrats right now from black people. And y'all are scared right now. And it's okay.
Do you agree that all of America is racist? Both
Yes.
sides?
Yes.
Go try to tell that to one of your friends on the right.
They know it. They
No, they
proud. But see, this is one thing I can respect about people on the right. At least they proud about their racism. They just shamed for it. I could care less about them being proud about their racism. Who cares? Because I choose not to be around you folks like that. I live in a historical black community. I hang around nothing but black folks. And when I choose, I go around other people.
Dude,
That's the point of being an American. You can pick and choose who
can
you
keep-
associate with.
You can keep doing that. That's
And
fine.
you liberals are forcing black Americans to associate with everybody so we can continue to
I have
put
no
on the
idea
cape
how
for
that's
you
even the
individuals.
case. I have no
That's
idea
why
how that's the
these
case.
No King rides haven't done anything. These
Of course they
so-called
do.
movements, y'all, anybody caring about the No Kings ride? That's why people keep on asking, where are the black folks? Because we are the only ones to actually make change. Y'all don't do nothing.
Okay.
So, hey, the only reason why y'all have a spine is because of black Americans. Because y'all know, hey, y'all hide behind a black person, y'all ain't going to get hit by that Billy Club. You not going to get arrested. So, yes.
That's why you'll see more white people at these protests, because it is our job.
No.
with our white privilege.
That's not why. That's the
It is
excuse that
absolutely
y'all
our job.
using. That's y'all excuse that y'all using. Because black people out here saying,
Doesn't mean
this
it's
ain't
not
none of
true.
our business. We don't give a damn.
Absolutely.
We're
not.
resting. And then your white liberal women, they use their excuse because y'all be in our spaces listening or hustling. Talking about the black women are resting, the black community are resting. We don't need to bring them in this. No, we've been saying, fuck y'all. We told you, hey, y'all didn't want to listen. Fuck you. Live with the consequences.
You're
Fat
not
meat is
saying
greasy,
anything.
baby.
You're not saying anything.
No, I'm telling you the truth and you're upset because you
You're
don't
not
have no
saying
comeback.
anything.
You have no comeback because you know it's
You're
true.
not saying anything.
You have no comeback.
I think you're
You
just
have no
trying-
rebuttal.
I
I know
think
you're
that-
probably looking for a black savior, a black liberal savior to come up here and debate for you because you can't actually have a real conversation with black people who don't
You're
align
not
with the
even
left
saying
like
anything.
that.
You're not saying
Well,
anything.
tell me
You're
anything
just
that
saying,
I have
don't
said
care.
that is false.
You're just saying I don't care. I
Because
can say
that's what black Americans are on right now.
That's not
you haven't
true.
seen. I know you've seen it through the timeline. I know you've seen it. These black Democrats ain't speaking for actual black Americans. We ain't outside protesting shit. We don't give a damn. We living our lives. We know how to survive. We minding our business because this is regular everyday programming to us.
I don't
This
think
ain't
you
nothing
speak for
new.
anything. There's plenty of people in the comments saying you don't.
So
speak for them.
show me a black American that's scared. And I guarantee you he's probably a bi-ethnic, he's probably a first generation immigrant, or he deals with immigrants on a daily basis. So he's doing that for protection.
All right. Kimberly, thank you for the $40 to kick. That guy was horrible, dude. That's got. There's not much I can say without crossing a line. I just don't want to cross. I feel like that's something that maybe he won't be able to hear what I have to say, dude. Oof. Oh man. Hello, is
Yo,
this a
what's
Trump
up?
supporter?
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you like about Trump?
Well, he's done everything we voted for. I mean,
What?
he's tackling IRS. He's destroyed Islam. He
He's
shoved the fucking
destroyed
tomahawk
Islam.
up Ayatollah's ass. I mean, what else do you want?
So he promised to lower gas prices. He promised no new wars. He promised to cut
Dog,
people's
nobody
energy
gives a
bills in
fuck
half.
about no gas prices, bro.
But- So he didn't come through on all his promises, right?
You know oil's about to run out, right?
In
What are we gonna do
Afghanistan-
then?
In Iran?
What
Here?
do you guys have plans for after this?
You mean in Iran?
You guys
or
have
here?
all these things for communism, dog, and all this other shit on the left.
What are you
Who's gonna
talking
pay
about?
for it? Who's gonna work for it, dog?
What are you
If
talking
nobody's
about?
working, who the fuck is gonna pay for your free shit?
What are you talking about?
Dog, stay with me. Who's gonna pay for your stuff if nobody's
Name-
gonna work?
Name one communist on our side.
All of them?
What's
They
can you
openly
do-
fucking say it,
Can
dog.
you can you
Have
can
you not
in one?
scrolled through the debate section, bro, on TikTok?
No, I want you to tell me about a
You must be
politician.
blind, dog. I'm serious.
Tell me about
dog,
a
for real.
politician. Tell me about a politician running on communism. Can you just describe communism for me?
Mom Donnie, he's a socialist.
Yeah, that's not communist.
AOC literally got up on stage and, oh, I'm socialist.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
great
not
plan,
communist.
dog.
Do you know what a
Where
communist
does
is?
socialism go, huh? Doesn't socialism lead to communism?
No,
Centralized power under one person?
no.
Kind of what Mom Donnie's doing, where he's taking everybody's home. So
What?
how is that not communism?
Mom
Explain
Donnie's
that to me.
balanced the
Explain
budget. And
your
they have
logic.
historic
second.
low crime rates in
No,
New
you're
York.
so educated, dog. Explain that for
I
me.
am.
Don't pivot.
I will.
Go back.
So communism is a classless, stateless, moneyless society. Who's doing that?
Yeah, nobody works for free, dumbass. That's called slavery.
Nobody's doing that either. That's not what communism is.
Okay, who's gonna work? Who's gonna do it, dog? If everybody's at home doing nothing, you're gonna
wanna-
force people.
I wanna
That's
show
called
you-
slavery.
That's not. That's. I don't think you've. I think someone scared
Dog,
you about this.
did you go to school?
I went to high school.
Do you not know who Stalin and Mussolini? You know they hung him from a lamppost, right?
Oh my God, Mussolini was.
He was a
not
socialist.
He started,
And then he turned authoritarian.
and then he turned right.
And let's get this clear.
Hard right.
Authoritarian is the same thing as fascism. Who's the
Oh
leader
my
of fascism?
God.
Oh, he was a communist.
That's not
Wow,
true.
dog.
It's not true.
Where were you during history class when all this went down?
Bub, I need to teach you something. All right.
I know you were probably getting bull burns and like
Mussolini wrote a lot of things pro-socialism, but when he was gifted
he
the
started out
authority,
a socialist newspaper company. He was authoritarian.
exactly. No. But when he finally
Don't
was
conflate
elected,
the two, dog. He was not
you're
socialist.
conflating things. You're conflating
He's
things.
communist, bro. That's called authoritarian.
Tell me one socialist or communist party policy that he implemented when he was in power. Tell me one thing.
Jesus Christ. You know that they police speech the exact same way that we use misinformation?
So you have nothing.
Who brought that into the play?
Can you tell me? Can you tell me
Wasn't
one
that a common
one
thing, bro?
one?
Misinformation?
That's a far right thing.
Yeah, that's fascism, dog. That's policing speech. It's
Yes.
literally in the
Yes,
laws
that
of fascism.
Trump is doing that. Since Trump has been elected into office,
Yeah,
we
nice
have
job,
fallen-
dog. We
have-
all got censored for saying the word COVID, if I'm not clear.
Yeah, and who did that? Private companies or the government?
That was not private companies, dog. They were
it was.
forced,
They were
according
not
to
forced.
Facebook.
No, they were written letters.
He said it in court, dog. He even
Yeah, I know.
brought the fucking emails
He
to
brought
court
the
saying
email
that Biden
where Biden
Abby
kindly.
threatened him and told him
There were no
that
threats.
he needed to censor people from saying COVID.
There were no threats. What were they threatened with?
Wow. So we just didn't happen. The hearing didn't happen now.
No, you just didn't listen to it.
Is this the Matrix, dog, where you just make
just
up
didn't
your own
listen to it.
reality?
You didn't listen to it. We have fallen. Our freedom of press rating has fallen to
Dog,
69th place
I've seen
since
the
Trump has
fucking
gotten in
hearing, bro. You
office.
can't just make up your own reality
Then
bullshit, dog, and try
tell
to
me,
play it
what were
off.
they
That's
being
weird
coerced
sound.
with? What were they being coerced with?
Dog, they had to censor people.
To censor people?
Same way the UK is doing. Are you blind? Did you not just see people go to jail for fucking a social media post?
Goodness gracious. We have fallen
Dog,
below.
you're fucking stupid,
We
bro.
have
You're
fallen
literally
below.
playing ignorant for a reason.
We have fallen below the UK in freedom of speech.
You're playing ignorant for a reason, dog. Why do you play stupid, bro, for an agenda? At least
I
own
think
your
you are.
shit.
I
bro.
don't think you're playing stupid. I think
Dog,
you just are
own
stupid.
your shit, bro. If you're gonna sit here and stand for a side, call it socialism, call it communism, stand for your shit.
I know what those words
Why do you
mean.
deny the facts,
I know what
dog,
those
for
words
your
mean.
shit, and then play
I'm gonna
stupid
show
when
you some
somebody
stuff.
calls you out for it?
The United States is ranked
That doesn't
64th
make no fucking
out of
sense,
100,
dog.
64th out of 180 countries. Reporters Without Borders, and this has fallen because of Trump. If you read the
Okay.
index, it literally
What country in the
cites
world
Trump.
has no borders? Explain that to me.
Why are we pivoting to borders?
What country has no borders and allows everybody just to come in freely?
France.
Really? So
Yeah.
they have no way of checking people as they come in.
You can go from France to Germany, no passport, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what, one nation out of how many?
The entire EU.
The entire EU.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Islamic takeover that they got over there, right? Where they're raping kids?
Oh man.
Yeah, great plan, dog.
Oh wow. All
Oh,
right.
wow, what? So
Out of-
you're ignoring the facts again.
You're just
Wow.
you're just
I wonder
you're-
why the left
you're
never
just
gets
speaking
anywhere
about
with your
minority
debates,
groups.
dog.
Dude,
You're literally the useful idiot, bro. You play stupid for no
Dude,
reason,
you
dog.
are just stupid.
Why do you
I'm
play
sorry
stupid
this
for
is
these
happening
people?
to you.
They're literally pedophiles, and you're playing fucking like defense for these people,
Like
and
Trump.
it's sick, dog. It's sick.
How are Muslims pedophiles?
It's sick, bro. They have child weddings.
And so do Republican states?
Are you that blind, dog, that you didn't even do a lick of research?
Did you?
Did you know that Gaza has legal trades, like slave trade?
And so do we?
It's literal, dog. Look it up. Before you sit here and run your fucking mouth, dog, look it up.
Hey man, what do you think
No,
about
because you're
alligator
insulting
Alcatraz?
the fuck out of me, dog, and
How
you're
do you-
trying to
how
call
do
me
you-
stupid on a
how-
live.
how do you feel
and
about
you won't even
alligator-
look up the facts,
How do you
dog.
feel about alligator Alcatraz?
I don't give a fuck, dog. Feed the alligators, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. That's what I
Why
thought.
should I care about a
That's what I
bunch of
thought.
fucking rug dealers, dog, while they're over here poisoning our people? Why should I care, dog, as they're trafficking kids across the fucking border?
Eek. You know
They're
that
lucky that we
80
don't have free open season, dog, because half the hood would have been on top of their fucking heads by now.
83% of the F drugs smuggled into the country is
Dog,
brought
I know
in by
that you're a
United
white
States
person,
citizen.
dog, and you
He got hit with a TikTok violation. These people are disgusting, dude. These people are fucking hateful, stupid, and disgusting.
Man, I didn't want up after he left. I just wanted it up to yell at him. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Just having a hell of a go at it.
Yeah, it's a fucking rough day, and it's the first day that school's been out for summer, so you're gonna get a lot of kids today.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, what's up, clothing shop?
Hey, how's it going, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm over 18, 25.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I mean, basically, what I like about him is that he brings America first. He stands for like our patriotic, like, you know, he just stands for America.
What the fuck does that
I
mean?
for the past for the past like years, America has been like downgraded, like in power. Now that Trump has gone in, we've been looked at as America again, like more powerful.
Yeah, so when we talk about America first, Trump has gutted every single social safety net that took care of our people, your fellow Americans. He's gutted every one of those. He's removed 12 million people off of health care. He's removed 3.4 million people off of food stamps. He's made us poor. For the first time in history since World War II, our debt has surpassed our GDP because of Trump.
But so, for example, right, you bring what did you bring up? Food stamps right now?
Yeah.
Do you know how many like people are abusing food stamps?
Yeah, does this change the amount of people abusing food stamps?
Like for example, right? Most of the people like basically just buy like a bunch of junk food. They don't really buy like healthy food, and that's why Trump like eliminated that basically, or like
It
restricted
didn't
it.
eliminate. It
Yeah, it
did not
didn't
do
eliminate it.
anything to the rate of fraud. Didn't do
What do you
anything.
mean?
Did nothing. What
Um,
about his
you
changes
know,
changed the fraud?
when Biden was presidency, there was a lot of fraud going on. I
What does
don't know
that
if you
mean?
caught that.
What does that mean?
Like for example, there was a lot of bank fraud, a lot of like people just taking out loans and not paying them back.
What did Biden do
You
to
know,
enable that?
he wasn't doing anything. Like people were just getting away with it.
What?
That's what made people
What
more
is it? It's
doing it.
What are you talking about, dude? Trump has
Like
literally gutted the Consumer Protection Bureau, the thing that stops companies from doing that to us. He's gutted it. For every dollar we spent there, we saved $4. He's letting them cook you, dude.
so what was like that area? I don't know if you ever heard of that period of that where there was like a lot of people like cashing in checks like that were fake and stuff like that. Like not a lot of people are doing that right now because like
Trump is
has
doing
put
that.
more where
Do you know that Trump had a fraudulent university and a fraudulent charity? Do you know that? Trump himself.
well pull up the document
Trump
if you can, please.
Fraud University. Judge finalizes $25 million settlement for Trump's fraudulent university. Trump, literally the leader, the king of fraud. He's pardoned multiple fraudsters, like dozens of them last year. And it's seemingly pay for play. Seemingly people paid for pardons and they came out and gave him $2 billion into his meme coin after being pardoned. $2 billion
Well,
with a beat.
Hey,
okay,
wasn't he
now-
convicted of 34 counts of fraud?
And he has 34 felonies for doing fraud.
Yeah.
Now, like what, like for example, right? Like
Well, can you
rich
address
people,
what he just said? Can you
rich
address
people
what Pickles
yeah,
just said?
yeah, that's what I'm address. Rich people like
Oh.
or smart people. I won't say rich, but like smart people that like actually like for example him, right? I'm not saying like he's smart in like in everything, but he's smart in business, so he knows like ways or like even like Kamala Harris knows ways like to like take like shortcuts that we cannot.
Trump is like
Um,
literally known for this. And he's doing it right
yeah,
now.
and then I mean, is like he's using that towards his advantage?
So you're saying
Like,
it's
just
good
like
when
how
Trump
that,
does it, but it's real bad when people like do it during Biden.
No, well, he didn't. Like for example, right? What I was trying to say is like he like people like were just like committing a bunch of fraud, like putting a lot of like they were just like a bunch of fraud. Like if you didn't, I don't know if you didn't, and a lot of crime too. There was a lot of crime.
Crime went down
Uh,
every year under Biden compared to Trump.
For example, right? Let's say
30%. Hey, can I ask you a
hypothetically,
question,
right?
though?
No, not hypothetically, but let's say during that administration, right? Let's say if you would have got like let's say you committed a hard crime, you would have gotten out of jail. But let's say right
That's not
now,
true.
Hey,
That's not
for
true.
example, I'm gonna use mine for my example.
You're
right?
literally making stuff up. That's not true, man. You're not going to
No,
lay
literally.
that down.
I'ma use
Hey,
mine.
Literally,
I'm
that's
gonna use me as
hold
an
on,
example.
Hold on. Hey,
Okay,
hold
go
on.
ahead.
Your anecdotal evidence isn't evidence. It's nothing that we can prove, and you can't prove it actually happened. So we don't take anecdotal evidence. And
Well-
what you're saying is not true. Like people
I'ma use
weren't just
myself as an
walking.
example
Hey,
right now.
yeah, that's literally anecdotal evidence.
So, for example, right, I'm gonna use myself as an example.
Hey, man.
I got
Hey,
arrested.
can you listen to my words? Hey,
I got
I
arrested
want you to
for
listen to
a
my
felony.
words real quick.
I got a
All right, I'm
felony.
just gonna mute you
And
because
under-
you're not listening to me. I want you to listen to my words. This is anecdotal evidence. Can you repeat that back to me? Sorry, Pickles. Are you annoyed?
Go ahead, DFW. Not annoyed at you, Tic Tac.
Like I don't think he understands what anecdotal is. It's a personal story that you can't prove, and we can't disprove it. So it's not in a debate. It's not presented as evidence. Does that make sense? Like you asked Pickles, hey, I want the citation. I want evidence of that. He pulled up an article to give you evidence. There is no way you can prove your anecdotal evidence. So I don't want to hear it. Cool.
I mean, I think what will happen to that person that got released, because I think before he got that, that y'all remember that girl, that blonde girl that got killed because she was jogging, and that person who killed him got released from jail previously. I think he got like a DUI or something, and they didn't even do, like, he was an immigrant.
Who are you
He got
talking about?
released.
Are you just
That
talking about
lady,
are
that
you talking
girl.
about
I can't remember her name,
Lake
but
and
that girl.
Riley?
I think let me search it.
Singular
in prison.
incidents, dude. This is just so silly. Like,
Literally in
there's
prison right now as we
17,000
talk.
murders, 17,000 murders
Right, but what,
every
like,
single year, and you
that
guys
person
focus
got
on the
arrested
one.
before.
Okay, and Trump's got 34 felonies. You hired him to presidency.
Would you rather prefer Kamala Harris to be president right now?
Yes.
Yes. Then a felon?
Yes.
You're up here complaining about felons.
Okay, so for example, right, look at Mexico's president. She's a woman, and she stood for the same beliefs as Kamala Harris is,
Can
and
you
look
tell
how
me some of
Mexico
the
is turning out.
Yeah, they just got free universal health care.
Dude, there's a lot of like crime right there going on right now. There's a lot of killing going
There's
on
a lot
right
of
now.
crime going on right here, bud.
Dude, I think crime from here to Mexico is a little different from narcos. You know,
No, we actually have a higher overdose rate than Mexico. What do you think of that?
well, I'm not talking about overdosing. I'm talking about like people just killing other people.
So, government statistics report a 40% decrease in daily intentional homicides since Claudia Sheinbaum took office. She's killing it right now. She's doing great.
Well, for example, right? Let
Hey,
me use
can I ask
it.
you a question though? Can I ask
Yeah,
you a
go
question?
ahead.
This like goes back to what you were saying. You said Donald Trump was a smart individual because he uses. By the way, I'm going to use this against you later. You said Donald Trump was a smart individual because he uses the loopholes to better himself. Is that correct? Oh, he left, or he bounced. He teacupped.
Nah, I'm right here.
Oh,
If you had the loopholes, you wouldn't have done it.
no, I'm asking. Is that what you were saying earlier? Donald Trump's a smart individual because he utilized the loopholes to better his life.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
Fraud's good.
Hey, just real quick though, when immigrants come across this border and they utilize the loopholes to better their lives, what do you consider that?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say. When immigrants utilize the loopholes within our system, our laws, policies, and procedures, they utilize those loopholes to come into our country and better their lives for them and their family. What do you think about that?
I think that's good for them. Like, that if they're able to take advantage of like the loopholes that America gives them, then like applause to them. Like there isn't like that's what I'm trying to say.
Cool.
Like
So
like
you're pro-immigration then. You don't agree with what ICE is doing because ICE is targeting those individuals who are utilizing the system and doing this legally. They're going to their places of business, they're going to their court hearings, and they're scooping them up and throwing them away.
Not to mention,
Correct.
So you're against ICE, right?
Trump has fired 80,000 IRS agents that Biden hired, and for every dollar that we invest in IRS, we get, I think it's like $8 back. Like, he is for fraud. He wants more people to do fraud. He also has just a list of pardons that he's done. Prominent recipients such as Rudy Giuliani, Michelle Fiore, Nikola founder Trevor Milton, Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht, the guy that was caught trying to assassinate one of his business partners through his own black market. He was pardoned.
Tic Tac, going back to what you said, like what you were pointing out. So you mentioned about the loophole. I wouldn't be upset about the loophole, but like I am like against immigration, like a lot of like immigration coming into the United States. In a way, like there's been a like I don't know if y'all seen it. Like we have gotten an impact on it. First it was Venezuela, and then now everyone's talking about Muslims coming in and taking over.
That's just Israel spreading propaganda for you guys to get all boogie woogied about it.
Yeah.
That's just Israel. You're
You know who
carrying
let the
water for
people
Israel.
from
bud.
Venezuela in?
You know who let
You know who
people
let
from
the people
Venezuela?
from Venezuela
Trump. Trump gave Venezuela TPS. Like he gave the
Wasn't
whole
that
country
Biden
TPS.
that had open borders?
No, it was Trump. 2 days before he
it
left
was
office,
Trump, dude.
he put Venezuela on the TPS list, and all Venezuelans were then eligible to just come right into our fucking country.
I think that was Biden that gave him pardon.
250,000 people.
No,
No,
it
I
was
think- I
Trump.
think
He
you
did
need
it
to
the
search
day
that
he
up.
left office, on his way out the door. It was
Right,
the
like why
19th
was
of
like
January.
what can he do? What can he do if he left office?
He wrote an executive order giving them temporary protection status and allowing 250,000 Venezuelans in. The day before, no, it was 2 days, is January 19th, so 2 days before. He was out on the 21st. 2 days before, he said 250,000 Venezuelans can come into this country, and then you guys spent 4 years blaming Biden.
I don't think
Remember
Politico
Tren de
is a
Aragua
good,
is in this country
source.
because they're flooding in through the southern border? Yeah, no, it was literally Trump.
I
Allowed
don't think
them through
Politico is a
temporary
good
protection.
source.
Okay, it's
Are you
just
serious,
an
man?
executive
Hey,
order.
Why
dude.
don't you
We could
put
just-
AP News instead of Politico?
I love AP News. They probably have the same thing. but
Yeah,
it's
why don't
literally,
you put AP News instead of Politico? Like
Okay,
Politico might be like
Here,
a
how
Democrat
about
side.
.gov? It's not a Democrat thing, dude. Politico's center. Temporary protected status designated country, Venezuela. This is from the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services. This was literally written. This is the renewal of it. Capture Maduro. Supreme Court allows Trump remove protected
Can I
status.
ask
Notice
who
taken
gave
on
him
temporary-
work authorization?
That's a thing that you get
Hopefully
for TPS.
Biden. Well, when you get in, there's nothing wrong with you. Like I think it's a 6-month period, but yeah,
Here we go.
They can
Here it
start
is.
working
No, it's-
within.
This
a
is
6
from the
years.
president. This is a presidential memorandum on deferred and forced departure for certain Venezuelans. This is Trump, January 19th, 2021, 2 days before he left office. He sabotaged the nature of our border on his way out. And then he pointed at Biden and goes, look at all these people coming to the border. He's so bad. Open borders. He tricked
Classic
you. He conned you.
strategy. He caused the problem and then blamed the problem on the other people.
And by the
Classic
way,
strategy.
And then what
he
did Biden
stopped-
do to fix it?
So Trump also tried to do a coup in Venezuela in his first administration. He failed. He got caught. And then he goes, oh, well, fuck you. I'm going to stop trading oil with you. And then their country's economy just collapsed because it was 20% of their economy. And then they come fleeing. To twist the knife in the wound, he gave them TPS for them to come. And they rightfully deserved it.
So you're saying illegal immigrants rightfully deserved American jobs?
For every 500,000 immigrants that
Bro.
come here, it creates 44,000 American jobs for U.S. civilians.
Interesting.
Can I ask you the logics of what you just asked? 250,000 people come into this country, and you expect them to survive how?
I mean,
you would,
that's
you
not
would
that's
want
not
them
like
to get jobs, right? You would want them to get jobs to be able to support themselves and their family instead of living off of the government, right?
well,
So
not
do you
really,
think
because
it'd
that
be-
takes resources from America, like
Not
American
really.
people.
They-
So
that's
do you want
bad.
literally-
do you
if
want to
they're-
put immigrants first or Americans first?
Dude, when we try to put anybody first,
You're-
you guys claw it back. We can't do anything for Americans. You guys just fucking take it away.
Like what?
Like food stamps, like Social Security, like Medicare, like Medicaid. Trump has fucking gutted all of those so he could pay for more missiles to kill school children in Iran.
But you said that Trump didn't eliminate food stamps.
He did. He took 3.4 million people off of food stamps. That's 10% of all of them. And then he reduced it for a lot of people from $400 a month to like fucking $82, dude.
Well, in a way, doesn't that make America like look out for like make America like
Poor?
go into survival mode and like work and get like, instead of like
No.
relying on food stamps?
No, we have no evidence that these
Wait.
things lift people out of poverty. It perpetuates poverty. It perpetuates crime. It makes crime rates go up.
He just said, so first of all, 70% of the people who receive SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, 70% of them are either children, elderly people, or disabled people. So what you just said is, well, doesn't that force children, elderly people, and disabled people into survival mode so they can get a job? Is that the
Well,
fix to
like
this?
for
Is
example,
that
right?
like you need to have critical thinking. Every time
Uh-huh.
you have a thought, I want you to stop and ask yourself, what's the end result of this thought?
Like
Like
for
have
example,
some
right?
kind of foreshadowing.
My sister has food stamps and she owns a house. You know,
And
like
Okay.
what do you mean? And she
Good
has
for
a
her.
house.
so
Like why would
so
like how is food stamps
bro,
like
food
helping her?
bro
Like, you know, like
bro,
food
food
stamps should go
insecurity
out for another person that
food
actually
insecurity
needs
is
it.
not food insecurity is not determined by if you have housing or not, sir.
What does it do to do
You
it?
realize you can have a house and still be food insecure, right? Do you understand what food insecurity is?
Like, does your
No,
sister
I
have
don't. Can you define
kids?
it?
Does your sister have kids?
Yeah, she has kids.
How many?
She got 2.
So you would rather her like lose her house and figure out how to take
Not
care
the
of her
house, but the
kids?
food stamps.
Yeah, but I'm sure the food stamps cushion her budget so she can pay her fucking mortgage, right?
I'd rather have someone like that's homeless or like you know, like in need
We can
that
do
actually
both.
will need it.
We
You
can do
know,
You can
both.
do
instead of like
both,
my
man.
sister, and that's what's
No.
rigged with the United States with using like food stamps. That's where we're trying to like stop it.
What percent of our fucking budget goes to food stamps?
I'm not sure on that one.
It's
Can you do you mind helping me?
1%. That's not going to save anybody money. It's just make people hungry. This is what Republicans do with the budget. Every time they're in office, they fuck it up. Every person that has a red name next to it, you just see it fucking up the budget. That's your people. That's Trump right here. Look at this. Look how much more debt we have, and we have fewer people getting food stamps. How does that make sense? That's not America first. That is oil first. That is Iran first. That is Venezuela, Cuba, Greenland, all these other fucking side quests Trump is on. That's that first.
What's America without oil?
We're looking at it, right?
Hey, can I ask how old you are, man? You seem young.
25. What's
25.
America without oil?
So here's what America without oil is. I don't know.
Yeah, we're
1800,
gonna
I
go
guess.
to
I
a
don't-
third
I don't
party,
fucking
right?
know.
We're gonna go to a third world country.
I don't know what your
without
question
oil.
is relevant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not
So-
relevant at all, dude. Seriously.
No,
Yeah.
like oil. We need
So
oil. Like
what's happening right now,
President
man?
Trump
Hold on.
fought for
hold
our
on,
oil
hold on.
to go. Like
Okay.
he took it from Venezuela. That's good for us. Like why
Just
are
let us
y'all
know when
hating
you're
for
done
that?
yapping, buddy.
No,
Why are
it's
y'all
not.
hating on that?
I just paid $4.99 a gallon today, man. The oil is shit. Don't. Like,
So
what? Are you
what?
talking
It was
about?
like that 4 years ago.
So
Yeah,
what?
because
he
of Trump.
promised. He promised to lower it
But
on
that
day
was
one.
like that 4 years ago. And y'all never say anything.
because of Trump.
like everything was so high like the whole time during the last
of
4
Trump.
years, but y'all never said anything.
Because of the pandemic and because of Trump.
Oh, the pandemic really affected us.
How did
That's why we
go
got
from
stimulus
food
checks.
stamps to this pivot? So hey, here's what's happening, man, and I want you to recognize this. Maybe not now, but sometime in the future. We have corporations who are receiving welfare benefits. They're taking a bunch of money to supplement their businesses, right? It's because they're too big to fail. Walmart does it, SpaceX does it, Tesla does it. All these businesses are taking government funds, and while they're taking billions of dollars of our money, they're pointing at the poorest people in our country. The absolute poorest people can barely survive enough to feed themselves. And they're pointing at them and saying, this is why we don't have enough, because of these poor people. While the billionaires, money, man. So stop blaming poor people. Seriously.
No one's
This is a
blaming
class
poor
issue.
people.
You are,
This
though.
is-
That's
this is
exactly
class.
what you just
This is
did. No, not.
classism.
When
DFW,
did
that's
I ever
exactly
say
what
I'm
you-
blaming
Yeah,
poor people?
100% you are.
That's exactly what you just did, Ben. You're like, well, wait a second. If he
You're
has
blaming
a house,
your sister.
yeah, she's like, oh, she has a house.
I never
therefore
said my
she should
sister
have a-
was poor.
You just
Obviously,
said
we have
your
a
sister-
house.
Wait, no,
If
hold on,
she's
brother.
eligible
You
for
just
food
said-
stamps, she absolutely is in that bracket, right?
And
Correct,
that's what I'm
yes.
saying. The it's rigged. You know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like the
not
whole
rigged,
system is
brother.
rigged.
Brother, that's not rigged. That's not rigged at all.
We have
There are plenty of people that have
4-bedroom
housing.
house with
Hold
2
on,
restrooms and
Can you
a
please
good
stop
area.
yapping?
We have
Let
in
me
a
know
good
when you're
area.
Just let me
Like
know when
how
you're
is
done
my
yapping.
sister poor?
Let me know when you're done yapping, so you can actually listen.
Go ahead.
Awesome, great, thank you. It's good to know I can actually talk here. Anyways, just because someone has a house does not mean that they're not food insecure. Once again, that's something that you don't understand what food insecurity is.
So a poor person, like a poor person, has a house. Then is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
say?
there are people that no, that has nothing to do with being poor. It has everything to do with being food insecure.
But we're
Once
talking
again,
about poor, being poor.
no, we're not. We're talking about food
Because
insecurity.
y'all literally
Once again,
told me I'm against poor people.
What
not everyone who's poor is food insecure, brother.
if you have a
Really?
mortgage and you're locked into that mortgage for 30 years and you fall into hardship, you absolutely should receive food stamps, especially if it's feeding kids. Like, how heartless are you, dude?
Seriously, dude. Here, let me put things into perspective for you here, DFW.
That's a
I work
Democratic.
Bro, can I please talk? Once again,
Yeah,
let me
go
put things in
ahead.
perspective for you. I work for an industry that provides food to food banks. That's my day-to-day job. All right. Listen, I see people that come into our food banks every single day. And guess what? Every single one of them comes from all different walks of life. Some people that are poor, some people that are rich that just recently got laid off, people who are disabled, people who are in our military are recipients in our food bank lines. Hunger and food doesn't, or hunger doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a type, it doesn't have a look. And I think that's the one thing that you keep on conflating here is you think that every single person who's food insecure is poor. No, my friend, sometimes they just fall on hard times and you want to take food out of their mouths.
Not to mention
So a rich person,
Trump has fucked up
should
the
get food
economy.
stamps.
I'm
I'm
saying
sorry,
that
what?
if a rich
So a
if,
billionaire should get food stamps. Is that what
they
you're saying?
do. It's just called subsidies. It's like
Name
like
name
eight
one.
million $8
Name
million
one
dollars.
billionaire that has food stamps.
Elon Musk gets
Elon
He
Musk.
gets food
subsidies
stamps.
It's
Let me
not
search. Can you search that up,
it's not food
please?
brother.
stamps, it's free money.
It's
We gave him $8 million a day. We still do. You think
And
he
that's
needs
because
it?
he worked hard and he made that
no, he
company up.
didn't. He was a nepo baby, brother.
Well, he still had the intelligence to like
He did not have the
make that
intelligence, man.
business.
He's the
did
richest
not
man
have the
on
Okay,
earth.
so a
intelligence.
dumb
is
person
wild.
can make a trillion
Wow,
company.
More
dude.
A
taxes
dumb
I
person
think-
can
I
make a
think- I
trillion
think your mouth.
company.
More taxes go to Elon Musk than they do feeding poor people.
And that's because Elon Musk creates jobs.
He does not. Actually, he takes them away. As a matter
Oh,
of
really?
fact.
So
Yes.
a person that works for Tesla
I,
doesn't have a
I,
job right
my
now?
friend, I would challenge you to look at the amount of people that Elon Musk has laid off from Tesla recently.
Oh yeah, no, because like the economy's bad, right? Or like
Yes.
because the
Yeah,
economy
so
got
he's not a
bad,
jobs
right?
creator. So he's not a jobs creator then, right?
So the company, the Tesla, doesn't
This is wild,
employ people.
It's almost like when a
licking
business.
the boots of billionaires?
Seriously, it's weird, bro.
You know what
Because
else?
you
You know what
said
else
that
employs
you
people?
said
Are
rich
you
people should
rich?
get food stamps.
So
They
when
get subsidies.
when we take
my
food
God,
stamps
dude.
and we give them to a grocery store to buy groceries, even if it's candy and bullshit, that creates jobs too. Because the grocery store needs people to stock shelves.
Right?
Right?
Like Walmart, right? Like like Walmart, right? They create
yeah.
jobs
Yes,
for people,
correct.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, they create
so food
jobs.
stamps creates those jobs too, right?
Why would food stamps create
Oh.
jobs?
I
you
just
serious?
How does food stamps create jobs?
How,
Do
How does
people need
food-
to
how
stock
do
the
food stamps
store,
work?
the shelves?
You
Do people need
literally
to stock
said
the
that Tesla
shelves?
doesn't create jobs. So
Yeah.
how does food stamps create jobs?
Do people need to stock the shelves for people to come in and shop and use food stamps? Do people
Yeah, that's
need
Walmart.
to
That's a Walmart company.
fix
That's
the,
not
the
food stamps.
checkout lines?
that's all
The-
grocery
yeah,
stores, brother.
That's
Hey.
Walmart. That's a company. That's not food stamps.
That's literally needed.
How
they
are
need the
groceries
people
paid
to
for?
put it on the shelf.
With money.
That's a job.
And food stamps.
And food stamps is what? Money, right? In a way.
Yes.
Food stamps is a
Yes.
major
Yeah,
contributor
exactly,
to the
right?
profit margins.
Exactly,
dude.
right?
Imagine walking face first into the
Hey,
point.
I
and
got
missing it
a question
entirely.
for you though. I got a question. Do you think that there's too much money in our government?
Do I think that there's too much money in our government?
Yeah, there's too much influence billionaires have too much influence with money, and they're able to get politicians elected. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I do. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what Kamala Harris tried to do like last year with like.
Yeah, no,
with-
I
you know?
agree, man.
And
So
then Trump did
Kamala
that
Harris
too.
did the same thing, man.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Trump did it even
Yeah,
worse.
he did
But
the same
here's
thing.
here's my question. It's a continued question. So I also believe billionaires have too much power and influence within our government. They put too much money behind our politicians. They get those politicians elected, and then those politicians in turn make policies and procedures that don't benefit the working class, and they uphold the billionaires. Would you agree with that?
Wait, repeat that last thing. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch
So
that.
those
last thing.
politicians that the billionaires help get elected, so they put a bunch of money into their campaigns and they get these politicians elected. And those politicians then in turn make policies and procedures, laws, policies and procedures that take advantage of the working class and uphold the billionaires. That's why the billionaires got them elected. So they'll make these laws and policies to make the billionaires more money. Do you
Right,
agree?
and that's what we were
Right,
having an
right,
issue last 4
100%.
years.
Yeah, no. So right now, there are 13 billionaires within the Trump administration. Do you think these 13 billionaires are making laws, policies, and procedures that are not going to uphold the billionaire class and not take advantage of the working class? Do you think that's a possibility? That all of a sudden that these 13 billionaires now have a heart and they're going to do better for the working class?
No, but they're gonna like boost they're gonna help America in a way.
They
Yeah,
haven't.
Rather
how?
than
help
rather
America.
They're not
than
going to help the
not
working
help
class.
America.
They haven't. They've
How are they
bankrupted
going to
us.
help?
They
Boss
created,
man, how do
Yeah,
they created
billionaires
almost
create
zero.
jobs?
They created
Do you
zero
not realize
jobs
They
that?
last year.
don't.
They created
They
zero
don't.
Oh
jobs
my
last
God.
year.
Bro,
He
a
almost got-
billionaire
he was
creates a
almost there.
company
He
and
was
that makes
almost there.
jobs. Like, what common sense is that?
Dog,
What,
Hey,
like,
if
so
that's
hey
true,
man, if
of
people,
course, like that's why socialism doesn't work.
it's not true.
You
You
know,
don't even
because
know what
we have
socialism is, buddy.
billionaires.
Please,
We have
please do
billionaires
not
who
try and step
create
into arena you
jobs.
have no
If we
business
don't
being
help the
in.
billionaires to create jobs, then that decreases in like employment for American
Okay,
people.
I'm gonna help
So
you
then why
out.
do billionaires keep on firing people?
Yeah, the more stuff we
Oh
give
my
them
God, dude,
seemingly
that's
doesn't
like that's
matter.
been that's
We've
firing
we've
people that's gone for
we've
like all years.
Bro,
we've created multiple thousands of billionaires in this country, but we haven't seen a proportional amount of jobs being made. In fact, last year was the worst jobs year in recent history, even worse than like 2020, 2022. It was so much worse, and Trump gave them all the fucking money. They've just fired people.
I mean, 2025. I think that was still under Biden. No,
No,
no, dude.
because he came in. Trump got in wasn't it January?
January 2024.
so over the last 50 years, we've created thousands of billionaires. Is the working class doing better? Do we have are our wages increasing? Where are you going, man? What do you keep teacupping for?
Sorry, I just had to search that up. I wasn't like knowledgeable on that, so I had to search that up. But I do think that we have gotten better. We have gotten better in since
think-
the previous years.
There's not a single metric you can point to that's doing better because of Trump. Not a single one.
Not
We
a
have
single
record
one.
unemployment in this country, brother.
What about the
That is
stock
the-
market?
The stock
Still-
market is not a direct correlation of how the economy is doing, man.
Dude, every single
You think
year,
the
every
working
Wait,
class
president,
but my
can afford
point is
stocks?
like, has the stock market like gotten better?
every single
Working
president,
class doesn't afford stocks. Dude.
every single
A
president,
working class. I'm a working class, and I do stocks, and that's helped me a lot.
only 53% of America
Congratulations.
does stocks. But every single presidency, we see a record breaking in the Dow. That has nothing to do with the president. It's
Not
gonna-
under
the
Biden.
Next, yes, we did. Biden had record breaking Dow. Yes, he did.
Under
Yes, he
Biden,
Yes.
under Biden, I was
Yes.
my investments. They all stayed the same.
I'm
Like,
sorry
it
that
didn't go
Doge
up, or it
didn't
didn't
do
go
well for
down.
you, DFW, but everything else did well.
So,
This
for
dude's got
example, right?
$2,000 in stocks,
Which
and he's like, "I
which
do stocks." No, you don't, dude.
If that's what you think, brother, is that what helps you sleep? Is
Bro,
that,
unless
is
you're
that what you
unless
think?
you're
You know?
balling with millions of dollars in stocks, you don't do
Is that
stocks.
what you think? Right?
Correct, yes.
Is that what you think?
No, it's
Yes.
what I
But
know.
for
It's
example,
what I
right?
know.
You want to know how I know?
Would y'all want for like what's that Ukraine to get all the money instead of America?
Dude,
Can you
you're-
stop pivoting all over the place and try and stick to one
Yeah,
point?
can you-
Your
like,
guys doing the
Bro,
same
do you
thing.
play
dude.
basketball?
Your
What?
guys doing the same thing. Your guys spending money abroad more than anyone else. He's bankrupted the country.
To what?
Biden
To what country?
balanced the budget.
To what country?
Venezuela, Cuba, Iran.
Venezuela. How's he benefiting Venezuela? He literally took the oil.
Yeah, we didn't get that oil. Oil companies got that oil. Did you get
America
that oil?
got that oil.
No.
America got that
No,
oil.
America did not get that
What?
oil.
We did not.
And I'm glad
What
America got
what
that
oil
oil.
company does America own?
What happened?
What oil company does America own?
own?
Thank you, Take.
What company does America own?
What oil
What
company
oil
does
country?
America own?
Jesus Christ.
Are you googling this?
The answer's none. We don't own any oil. That would be socialist, right? The thing you hate.
Weird,
I wish
huh?
we owned some oil companies. I
Me
wish we owned
too.
some copper companies and some lithium companies, and yeah, that'd be awesome. We could give those profits back to the people instead
It's
of the
crazy. We could
billionaires.
actually own some chip manufacturing companies. Do the Chips and Sciences Act, but
But
I don't know,
they
maybe
don't
like
create
10 or
jobs for
20%.
America, right? Yeah, they don't create jobs for America. The chip
Neither
companies
does
don't
Trump.
create jobs
once
for America.
again, what
No,
oil
Nvidia doesn't create
company
jobs for
does
America.
America own?
They
We have
don't
none.
own no company.
We
But
don't
that
own any
doesn't mean that
companies.
doesn't help. That doesn't give America people
Let me ask you
jobs.
something. You're all about jobs, right? You're all about who makes the most jobs?
No, I'm all about like America being first, and
Okay,
Trump being
again,
putting
What does
that
that even
America
mean?
that
first.
means
What does
literally
that even
nothing.
mean?
It means
What that
literally
means
nothing.
is that I don't want like for example, did y'all hear about like the Muslim like what that fraud that daycare fraud?
Dude, can you please stick to one topic? Any
Oh
topic,
my god, you sound like
please.
a little girl,
Begging you.
bro. Like
We
it's
were talking
we're
about
having a
oil.
man
Brother, you
You are
are
conversation.
literally
You
talking
jumping
can't
about
all over
be
the place
oil.
if
because
I
you're
you
have
gonna
know
talk
you're
like a little girl,
losing.
then
I have
just get off.
I, I have too many people up
I
here
have a
too.
little job that has more money than you at this point in time, and you
I
have
know.
money
Oh
that you
look,
can play
now
by
we're
night.
like hating. That's what Democrats do. Like they just like think
Ah,
like
yes, I'm a hater.
yeah,
Yes, I'm a hater now.
mhm,
Yes, of course.
yeah.
When you don't know anything what socialism is, brother.
All right,
Okay.
all right, Bub. Democrats create 50 times more jobs than Republicans historically. Since the Cold War, since the end of the Cold War, we've created 50 times more, literally 50 times more jobs than Republicans. And it's not because we gave all the rich people all of the money. 50. 50.
Well, for example, right? Let's go back to the jobs, right? How we were talking about right now. We had a huge like unemployment, and that's because like a lot of like immigrations were like immigrants were taking the jobs basically,
That's not
and
true.
that's because
Please no, that is
they got
absolutely false. Please
no,
stop spreading
literally
misinformation, brother.
they got
Brother,
the work
please stop spreading
authorization.
information. It's
They got the
really
work
bad.
authorization. They got the work authorization that made
No.
them eligible to work.
Bub.
Like search up work authorization and
Hey
see how
man,
many
did
people
you know
got
that
social
Biden had the
securities.
lowest unemployment in 75 years?
Yeah, that's because Biden gave all the Venezuelans social security numbers so they can get jobs.
That's not true.
How is that not true?
You can't get a social security number under TPS.
Dude, search that up.
I already
Search that
know.
up right now. Search that
Yes.
up right now. Please.
To TPS.
Search up search up
get
the
Social
Venezuela's get social
Security.
securities.
TPS holders can qualify for standard Social Security benefits like retirement and disability if they have valid Social Security numbers and have worked and paid Social Security taxes for at least 40 quarters, 10 years.
That's
10
not true,
years?
man.
That's what it says.
Dude, like
This is a .gov, man.
no, like literally, like Venezuelans got social securities. Like I'm telling you, they got the
How
work
do they get a social
authorization
security number? How do they get a social security number?
through the work authorization and like the search up work authorization with Venezuelans.
I would implore you to look that up yourself, sir, because clearly you don't know
That
anything about
doesn't.
it.
That
I
doesn't.
do. The work
Bub,
authorization gave them social security
You
numbers.
no, they do not get social security numbers.
They
though.
do.
They don't, though, man.
Bub, that
Damn,
doesn't
I'm-
reduce.
Search
that
it up
doesn't-
real quick.
Tell me where I can find that.
All right.
All right, give me 1 minute.
Democrats
Okay?
created 15 million jobs. 15 million during Biden. So if a few 100,000 people got jobs, that also creates jobs because they're also consumers. You guys are going to be deleting jobs from the economy. Shakuna, I'm going to boot you back down. I love you. It's
All good.
all right.
Thank you, Pickles. I appreciate you, brother.
All right. There's nothing you can point to that Republicans do better for the economy than Democrats. Not a single thing. We balance the budget and we perform better. Every single time. You guys are fucking up the economy. Every single metric. Every single metric, you guys have fucked it up. And it's just Trump enriching his friends.
Like me myself, I was a Democrat. Like I really thought Biden was gonna give me like everything that he promised, but once I realized like throughout the 4 years, like nothing really got accomplished. Who he really helped was like immigrants. Who he really helped were like LGBTQ people.
What did
Who
he
he
do for
really
that?
helped were
What did he do with LGBTQ people?
he gave them more rights. They gave them more rights and more time
And,
to like
and how
like
did that take away from you?
they like for they didn't take away from me, but they give them more like benefits and now like people like man like a transgender can compete and win like women's sports.
Biden didn't do that.
But did he do anything to prevent that?
No,
To
and
stop
he
that?
shouldn't have. No, I think this is a wedge issue that they tricked you
So do
into
you think
thinking was
men should
important.
compete in women's sports?
Yes, if they're on HRT for 3 years, their physical abilities are the same of a cis person.
How can like that makes no like why
We
would a
have the
man be
medical
able to compete?
studies. We have the
Why
medical
would a
studies
man?
that show
How can a
that.
man compete with a women's sport?
What is it? What is the difference between a man and a woman generally? It's testosterone level, right?
No, is there if they have a vagina or a penis? That's what it
But
is.
what else does that entail? Because vaginas and penises don't play into your athleticism. So what exactly is it?
Huh? What exactly is it? Like, what do you mean? Like, what stands out from a man and a woman?
Yeah,
or what?
performance wise.
Performance wise, we're more stronger. We're more athletic.
And what does
we're
that?
more, huh?
What does that?
What does that? Like,
Testosterone. Right?
all right, and
Right.
okay, and then is that fair for women to be like competing with a man because they
Okay,
have different
so-
testosterones?
Yes. So when women, when a trans woman, aka a male who presents as a woman, they take HRT for 3 years, those testosterone levels are reversed. They take a hormone replacement therapy. So they have more estrogen, their bone density reduces, their aerobic capacity reduces. It is the same as a cis person. Not one person in the last 20 years in the Olympic sports who is trans has even medaled. Not even once.
What about AB Hernandez?
Is that the soccer player?
No, that's the track. The track. I guess he's a woman now, but he just won. He just won a competition. And got first place.
In what level?
Let me see real quick. What do you mean? What level?
Yeah, was it in a
I think
state
it's like in high
championship?
school.
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah, I think it's like in high school. Like it was like I think it was like a state championship
So
type
if
tournament.
trans people are 1% of our population, wouldn't you expect them to at least have 1% of the medals? They don't. They underperform. Right?
But back to like what I was saying with AB Hernandez, he just beat all the women.
She.
Yeah, she just beat all the women.
Cool.
You know?
And that's one
And
outlier.
she won the medal.
That's a high school, right?
I believe they're in high school. I haven't read like the full.
But nothing at the top level, right? Nothing even close.
So far, no. I don't think they've gotten that far in like in the Olympics or anything like that.
They have definitely tried. But this is just a social wedge issue. They are pulling you around by your emotions. Is just a hot button issue, and the way that you guys are handling it is disgusting. You guys are doing it the least graceful way I could even imagine doing this. If there was some sort of discrepancy in the performance of people in sports who are trans, we should address it as if they're the fucking minority group, which you guys have been punching down on for decades. We need to address it accordingly. But
No,
you guys
yeah, I
don't
agree on
care.
that one.
You guys are just fucking shaming them and misgendering them. These people are very likely to unalive themselves because of the social stigma y'all have perpetuated.
No, yeah, like I totally understand that we should have like a what do you like how you were saying, but like it shouldn't be like right for them to like compete in that sport. But I do like think that we should like bring that
Where
topic
should they
into a more
compete?
specific. They should compete like in their own like gender sport.
There's not enough people. In all of the 500,000 people in the NCAA, which is the college level, how many trans people do you think there were?
Say that one more time.
NCAA, out of 500,000 people, the league is 500,000, 500,000 people. How many trans people were in that league?
I don't think none.
It was like 5. So if this was on the forefront of your mind to fix all of the discrepancies in college athletics and in sports, you've effectively just demonized all of 5 people. you've fixed nothing. But the whole world is going crazy. They have outbreaks. They have
Oh,
TDS, trans derangement syndrome. They just
uh,
fucking hate them for no reason.
well, you gotta like, for example, right? You gotta take into consideration. I'm not like supporting like the idea, right? But you gotta take into consideration that like a lot of people have homophobic because they don't. There's like a lot of things coming out to our kids,
That's
and then our
also
kids
that's also
are viewing
misinformation.
that.
It's not
That
true.
our kids are viewing that. Have you not seen cartoons like bringing out LGBTQ stuff?
That's okay. First of all, do you have a problem with seeing a heterosexual couple in cartoons?
Yes, because that teaches the kids like to be like that, or to be like give their those type of traits, and
Wait, so
that's
you
what
don't see a
American
problem
people
with
hate.
that?
That I don't. I
I said
do. I
hetero,
let me. What's that
like a
hetero?
man and a woman. How
Uh huh.
often do you see that in a cartoon?
A lot.
And you have no problem with that.
I don't. Yeah,
But when it comes to same-sex couples, you have a problem with that. What's the difference?
because like it teaches your kids to like like to not like to be like lost in like whatever they're feeling. You can't. It's not right for like
If
a
that were
cartoon to
true,
show gay people kissing
if
or
that
have like like
if that
touching
were
each other.
true, we wouldn't have gay kids because for the last what like for as long as we can look back, they have almost no representation in cartoons. So if that were true, all of these gay people would have been convinced to be hetero.
Right, but that's what like for example, that's why people like a lot of like American people like hate like LGBTQ so because they're like promoting it to our kids basically.
Yeah, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Giving representation, as long as it's not like sexual, which is what I think you guys conflate that with, is that same-sex couples are in some way like very sexual or fetishized. But the truth is, what is it, like 11% to 15% of our community, of our society is gay. And imagine growing up and never seeing that in media ever, and having to hide that and feeling some sort of way how this is different or shunned, like you're alluding to. That's what
I
like all of these people on the right have the same feeling about how gay people and gay couples are somehow wrong or weird, and then they go to their homophobic CPAC parties and they crash Grinder because they're all closeted fucking gay people because they're so ashamed of it.
Now there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with being like lesbian or anything like that.
Then
But
how?
where what I stand that's wrong is like that like they're bringing it more out to like the world or like
Why
at
is
least
that
in the
bad?
United States.
What does that hurt?
That hurts like for example, right, let's say I have a little nephew. I don't want my little nephew like viewing like cartoons of like gay people shit,
Why?
because like like that's like for like that's teaching him like that's okay.
Do you think that you could have been convinced to be gay as a kid?
No, because I never watched like gay shit like
But if
that's
you
going on right now.
if you saw something in a cartoon that was gay, you'd think that you'd be able to be
I would
swayed
think
though?
like, hey, I would think like, oh, that's okay for the world.
It, because it fucking is.
Yeah, like that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being gay, right? But there's like where I'm wrong is like we stop like trying to get our kids to be like that.
What are you talking? No one's trying to get kids to be any
Bro,
sort of
there's like
way.
kids. There's kids right now that are like barely like in like elementary school and already confused.
No one's confused. What I will tell you is that there are genetic markers. There are markers that you can be born with that make you very likely to be part of the LGBTQ community, and people can't help that. But when they grow up in an ocean of nothing but heteronormative things, they find it very weird. They start questioning themselves and they do get confused, and then they start to like bottle it up, and then they act out on it later in life. So look at all of the churches where all of these priests are just touching little kids. That is a product of your thinking. That is a product of you not wanting to normalize this type of thing, saying it's okay. If you are gay, it's okay. It's totally fine. There's nothing good, bad, right, or wrong about it. It is not immoral, it is not moral, it is neither. It is just a way someone is.
So you're saying that if like there was more like LGBTQ like stuff out there, that it would be right for a priest to touch a little kid?
No, I think that it would be less likely for people to have bottled up feelings about this type of stuff.
Oh well, it is like right now, right? America has been going more like LGBTQ stuff. Why are the stuff still happening then?
What do you think? What stuff is still happening?
Like why are like why is like for example, right? Why are like the events that we're talking about right now? Why is that still happening? Like why is a priest still touching a kid?
Because there's still old people who are bigoted, who are taught being gay is inherently wrong for some reason, or their religion tells them that it's wrong. So they don't act on these things, and then they never emotionally mature, and then they become maladapted to life, and then they end up touching kids. That's what you're
Okay.
prescribing the American society.
Let's bring so do you feel like there should be like a lot more like LGBTQ stuff like out in the world?
I think that it should reflect the amount of LGBTQ people we have in society. So if 20% of our society is LGBTQ, we should have roughly 20% of our media have that and normalize it, make it fine. Because you, for some reason, you don't even know why, but you think it's wrong, and it's because of the flood of information that you've seen in the media that you've consumed as a human being. You've seen very little of these people represented in media. So when you finally do see it, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Well, what do you think about like fundings going up to like trans people?
I think it's totally fine. These people are victims of y'all constantly
How is that a victim of me?
because you guys fucking assault them. They're 4 times more likely to be assaulted just being gay.
Republicans don't have anything against like gay people. What
Republicans
we're
have the
against,
most against gay people.
what we have against is like them having viewership of LGBTQ stuff.
You just hold on. You just sat here with your entire chest and said, I don't have a problem with gay people. And
Right,
then
I
you came
don't.
back and said, oh, but here's all the problems I have with gay people. Which one is it? It can't be both.
That made no sense.
You cannot you cannot have no issue with gay people and at the
Mhm.
same time have issues with gay people.
No, there is like I like for example, if I were to see a gay person outside, I wouldn't have like any hate towards them. I would talk to them like a
But you
normal
don't want
person.
any sort of representation in media for us. You don't want
To
any
our
kind of
kids, to our
protections
kids,
from hate crimes for us. You do not want equality for us. So you don't actually want us to do well in society. But then again, you'll still say in the same breath, I have no issue with gay people.
because I don't like if I saw a gay people
Then
person
why
right
don't
now.
why don't you want us to have the same civil protections in society that you have every day?
Because it's like you already have the like protection. You already
We
have like
don't.
the rights.
We
Y'all,
absolutely do not.
y'all just making like other stuff up. Like like for example, I think there's like a there y'all just like you already have the protection. Like like it's
We
not my
did.
problem. It's
We
not my
used to.
problem,
Stop, stop,
right? I
stop.
used to,
No,
right? I used to,
stop.
right? Yeah, you
We
used to,
used
right?
to. And then
Exactly,
now
you
they're
used
being
to.
stripped away from us. We're losing access to healthcare. We're losing the ability to find jobs or be protected from being fired, being discriminated against with housing. Like, you don't have
17
to worry about those things.
17% of all recorded hate crimes in the US are against gay people.
And 40% of homeless youth are LGBTQ kids because they're thrown out of their homes by people like you.
Like people like me, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes, because you already said it. Sorry, go ahead.
if your
Go ahead.
kid came out as gay, you'd be like, ah, right? You don't want your kid to come
You
out as
already
gay?
said your little
No,
nephew. You don't want
I
your little
wouldn't.
nephew to watch any sort of LGBT representation on TV because you're scared he's going to turn gay. That's not how it works.
If my nephew were to become gay, I wouldn't have kicked him out because I literally said I don't hate
But
gay
you
people. I
don't want
just
But
any
hate
you don't want
media
him, you don't,
that shows the
yeah, you don't
normalcy of
want him
it.
to have
yeah, because it's
representation.
pointless. It's pointless. Like just
What's
be like
pointless about it?
be a woman or be a man. Like there's
There's
no in
nothing to do with
between.
being gay.
Like, you know, like gay people don't even like gay people have rights. Like just like not like a just not like a trans person might not have rights, but you
Why
know,
don't
like
you want trans people to have rights?
because it's fucking stupid.
Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, thanks. That really makes me feel
Like,
great.
why would you like you know like why would you like get my
Why do you
taxpayer
think I'm
money?
why do you think I'm stupid and don't deserve rights?
Because like why would I give my taxpayer to a person that doesn't know what they are?
What do you mean? I know exactly who I am.
And why would I give my tax money to like
Why
I would want to give my tax money to
what tax
another
money are you giving to me?
the tax whatever tax I pay out of my check.
For what? What trans thing is it going towards? What's the
It's
trans
going,
magical tax account that your money goes to?
what are y'all having trouble with like that y'all were getting benefits last 4 years? Mental health, I think it was mental health. Why would I want to pay my taxes to go towards mental health?
You
Like
don't
the
like
trans.
you don't think mental health for trans people specifically isn't good? You
No,
don't think that we should
I
get
rather
you don't
no,
think
I
we should get
don't.
health care?
I
Why is
don't
that?
really don't.
Why is that?
Because I would rather it go to like a person who's disability and a kid that has disability, rather than like a person who just transformed.
Into an Autobot? What?
I mean, isn't that what y'all do?
No.
No,
Trans
that's not at all
means
what we do.
You don't
trans means
Oh my
transform.
god.
You
trans
don't
means
transform
on
No.
the
into a
other
man to
side
a
of.
woman.
Nope.
No.
That's not what happens. That's not you don't actually know anything about trans people, yet here you are staunchly against us having rights and protections in society. That's a really bad look,
It's
dude.
pointless.
Because you're literally looking at you. If I was in front of you as a trans person, if I stood in front of you in public, would you still say this to my face? Would you still say I think you're stupid, I don't think you know who you are, and you do not deserve rights or health care? Would you say that to me?
I would not say that to you because that's
Why?
literally
What's the difference?
that's dumb. That's like what do you call it? That's causing like that's gonna make you create a whole scene. That's gonna create a
Why would that make a scene? Is that maybe something
because
bad? Maybe that your
uh
take on this is actually really
because
harmful?
that's gonna create a whole like altercation.
Yeah,
Like
why would it
like
create an altercation?
why
Get
would I go
specific.
to why would I
Why
go
would
to a person like that's in the grocery store and I'll start like talking to him like when clearly don't know him.
no, that's not the scenario I gave you. I said, me, Cloud Cat, a trans person, is standing in front of you in public and saying, why do you think that I'm stupid? Why do you think I don't deserve health benefits? Why do you not want me to matter within society? What would your answer be?
What would my answer be?
To my face, not anonymous on the internet, where
Yeah,
you feel protected to say these things. To my face in public.
so you say you're a trans, right? That's what you said.
Yes, trans person.
To a man or to a female, or like to a man to female or female to
See,
man?
this is the problem. You
No,
actually
like
don't
answer
know.
it.
No, no, no,
Answer
no,
that.
no, no, no.
Man to
I
female or
am.
female to man?
I am. I am. But
So what
you
part?
don't know enough about this topic to understand that non-binary people exist.
So
I
now
am
you're
not a man.
non-binary.
I am not a man. I am not a woman. Non-binary falls under the trans umbrella. But you don't know enough to already know that.
See like why is there like a lot of like why is there a lot of like sexuality stuff like non-binary
At what point
trans?
did I say anything about sexuality?
Well, you just said non-binary, and
That's
now
not a
you're saying the
sexuality.
trans. Then you
That's
said
not a
trans.
sexuality.
First you say you're a transgender.
Is being a
Now you
woman a
said you're
sexu
not
stop,
non-binary.
stop, stop. Is being a woman or a man a sexuality?
No, it's
What
like
is it?
it's like a um like I don't know, like
What is your gender?
I'm a man.
Okay. Man, woman, non-binary. Those are genders. Those are not sexualities. Sexuality is who you are sexually attracted to. At no point have I ever said anything about that, other than when we were talking about being gay earlier. That is the only point.
Right, right. So what I would say to you is like if I had you in front of my face, I would literally and we had this discussion. Um I would literally say it's pointless for you to have like receive benefits because you already are like a woman or a man just take the benefits that are already provided for you and stop like creating more like issues.
Did you not just do you forget the conversation we just had 30 seconds ago? I am not a man, I am not a woman. I
So what the
fall
fuck are you?
outside that binary gender, and I am a non-binary
Do you have a
person.
do you have a penis or do you have a vagina?
That's a really disgusting question to ask somebody you don't know.
Wow,
Do you ask strangers that?
That because you're saying like what's a
I mean,
gender,
I'm a
right?
female. That's
All
my
right, so you're a
sex.
female, right? You're a
That's
female, right?
that is my
That's
sex. That is
no,
not my gender.
that's what you
Oh,
are, a female.
wait. I'm sorry. Do you not know that gender and sex are separate?
That's what you just said. You're a female, right?
No,
So why
no.
are you just said you're a female?
Answer my question.
You just say you're a female.
That's not what I asked you.
But you just say you're a female.
And
So
that is my sex. But what is my gender?
gender, you're a female.
That's not my gender. That is my sex. What is my
People
gender?
can view gender and sex different like ways, like and like
No, actually,
there
they
hasn't
can't.
there hasn't been approved like on the topic.
Base.
Do you understand?
That's what colleges like.
Do you
go
understand
ahead.
that gender and sex are two separate things?
No, I don't, because there's only female and male.
My love.
Hey man, this is my dog Pickles.
Can't.
She's a female.
Right, so she's a female, right?
Yeah, is she a woman?
She's a female, right? She's a woman, right?
No, she's not a woman.
Dog?
You call these things woman?
Dude, that's literally like.
I'm gonna go see the woman elephant at the zoo. I'm gonna go see a woman lion at the zoo.
What does a woman do? Like they reproduce, right? They reproduce.
Sometimes
they can. Some of them
they can't, right? And what does a dog do? What does a dog do? Reproduce, right? You don't reproduce. Do you not reproduce, Cloud?
God help us. I mean, I can't, but that's a different story.
Oh, well, that's probably why you're, don't know what gender you are.
That's actually really offensive.
Apathy Bot super chatted $10. This is for Cloud Cat for being so extremely patient and based.
I'm Cloud. Please DM me your Venmo or Cash App.
I will. That's very sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, where were we? No. Okay. So just pump the brakes for a second. I think it's you don't actually even understand the degree to which you're being harmful in this moment, because just what you just said, the fact that I can't reproduce, which let me be clear, I could try, I could do it, it would probably unalive me, so I don't do that for my own health and well-being. I don't do that. But you're saying that the fact that I choose to not reproduce is why I'm a non-binary person. So let's set all that garbage aside for a second.
Well, you didn't say you choose. You said you can't.
I mean, yes, okay. I choose because it will probably kill me. So I think that's a sound decision on my part, because I don't want to unalive. But women who cannot reproduce, who cannot, even though they may want to, do they know who they are?
Yeah, they probably know what they are, a woman, yeah.
Okay, so then your statement is just irrational, and honestly, I don't even know why you thought that was an appropriate statement to make.
So if you can't reproduce, right, are you still a woman?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? I literally just said that.
I'm a female. I am not a woman.
A female and a woman are two different things.
You're right.
Really?
Based. Good job.
Wow.
And a man and a male are two separate things.
I wonder what my college professor would think if I would go up to him the next morning and tell him, hey, is a female and a woman two different things?
I mean, you're welcome to. What class?
I wonder what he would
does
say.
He teach? What class does he teach?
I wonder what he would say.
DFW, we just pointed to my dog, who is a female. She's not a woman. If I told you
obviously
I had a woman
she's not a woman.
Exactly. So there's two different things, right? That's a
why is she
breaker?
not a woman, though? Why do we not call animals women and men?
Because they're dogs. They're animals.
So they're not the same. There's more qualifiers for being a woman, right? No one's born a woman, right? Like a one-day-old baby is not a woman.
What's a
right?
woman? What's a woman?
A woman is somebody who identifies subconsciously as a woman.
What's a female?
No, A female is somebody who creates large gametes.
So a woman can't do that.
They can.
Some
They
can.
can. There's overlap.
Sure. I mean, I am
See
not a
that?
woman and I create large gametes.
So you're not a woman.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
Because gender is a social category.
I guess I can't argue here because you the way you think. You're saying you're a female, but
Here's
not a
the way I
woman.
think really quick. Here's the way that I
I can't
think.
compete with that.
I understand that. And here's the thing. You could if you wanted to. When you learn biology in middle school and high school, they're covering the most bare bones version of what
Right.
actually exists out there.
Right.
What
And
we're
then
talking about
right.
now is above that. And I'm saying this, these are learnable things. This is advanced biology. This is stuff they don't talk about. Like if you're going
But why
through
would I want to
these,
learn that?
So that you don't look
because learning
stupid.
is good.
So that you could be more accurate.
Why would I look stupid? Like if you
You
were to go
believe
to the
me.
grocery store, if you go to the grocery store right now and you say to a random person, "Is woman and a female the same thing?"
Why would
How
you
do you
say
think?
that to a
How do you,
random
how do you,
person?
how do you think they're gonna look at you? How do you think they're
But
gonna like
if
say
you
to
came up to me and said that while I'm shopping for beans, I would be concerned. Why would you
you be
say that
concerned?
to a?
You
Because
can't.
that's a
You
weird
can't have a.
conversation to
You
start with
can't.
a
That's a
stranger out of
regular
nowhere.
conversation.
I would say, man, this random
Cloud.
stranger is coming to me and starting a gender conversation out of nowhere in the
You see,
beans
this is
aisle.
this is
Taffy
what's
Bot
wrong with
super
the
chatted
Democrats.
$5. Caller,
What?
are you smart
That's
enough
just
to
social
understand
norms,
what a
dude.
social construct is, or are
Cloud,
you
let's say I
just
go
being
to. Let's say we
Hold
meet
on.
nonchalant and
each other at
gleaming?
the grocery store,
Thank you,
right?
Taffy.
Cloud,
I'm
let's
so
say.
sorry. I didn't mean to talk over that.
Nah, it's all right. Sorry.
Not you, the super chat.
But Cloud, let's say we saw each other at the grocery store, and I
Yes.
introduced myself. We had a little small talk. Now that
Sure.
that small talk, that
Mhm.
conversation came out.
Okay. And then I would have that conversation with you.
But what would you do like if you were to say that to another person? What would the other person would say?
Depends
My
on
love,
their.
it depends on this.
Depends on how
Right.
intellectual they are, right? So
Oh,
if I talk
okay.
to a Christian,
Now it depends if we're
if-
intelligent or
yes,
not.
yes. If I talk to
Wow.
a Christian, there's only two sexes, male and female, and then we can talk to somebody who's Jewish on the other side of the world and say there's 8 genders, and you'd be
A
like,
Jewish person would not say that.
I would actually, as a Jewish person on this panel, I would say that.
You're probably American, dude. You're not Jewish.
Those two things
Oh,
are not
no.
mutually exclusive, my guy.
That,
I don't even
see,
know what to
this
do
is-
with
this is-
that.
See, this is why. Like,
Are you
I have
saying
trouble with,
Israeli? Are you saying you're asking if I'm Israeli?
No, Jewish people can be more than like they don't have to be just from Israel.
Yes, correct. I'm a Jewish
No.
American person. Yes.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
But again, this is
This
what I'm
hurts.
trying to go. This is what I'm trying to go towards. Like
I don't know what you're trying to go
these
towards.
conversations can be washed away if we stop like having viewership to our younger kids.
What?
Or like then that's why Trump is like eliminating all their benefits.
What?
That's why she doesn't have any benefits right now.
What are you talking, dude? That is not a
don't-
good thing. If 1% of our population loses the ability to seek mental health care, and that specific community is also the most likely to unalive themselves, I think you're just a dumb person. That's probably the most urgent community that would need mental health care.
I guess every person has like their own like viewership on like what is needed. Like for example, you care about like LGBTQ people. I really
Yeah.
don't.
Okay, well,
Clearly, we know that.
You know,
who would be a better person
who would be a better person for what?
for being caring about the people around them?
And what does that gonna do for America?
Make it safer. Make less trans
How's that
people
gonna make it
be
safer?
victims of harm and stigma and pointless hatred like you have.
So that's gonna stop shootings.
Hopefully, that'd be nice.
Is that
That would
gonna
be
stop?
great.
Is that gonna stop? Is that gonna stop school shootings?
No, I think there's a lot to do there.
Is that
I
going
mean,
to
if you
stop
want to,
homeless? Is
if
that
you
is that
want
going
to
to
talk
stop
about,
homeless?
It's mostly straight white men who do those.
yeah,
Is that gonna get like homeless people out of the streets?
Yes.
How would that do? How would that
So
be?
so the generation of people who are grown today hopefully have a better understanding of trans or LGBTQ community, and like Cloud said correctly, that 40% of the youth homeless population is LGBTQ, meaning their bigoted families didn't like the way they identified. If they're trans or gay or bi or asexual or whatever, they get kicked out of their fucking homes because they're small brained people like you kicking them out.
I literally said I wouldn't kick my nephew out if he
I
was
don't
gay.
care. I don't care. It's that is the likelihood. So we have things that protect these people now, like in California, where a teacher isn't being forced to oust their trans students or their gay students to their parents because that would just make them homeless. So yes, we are working towards building protections for these people so that they don't be homeless. So yes, that is exactly a direct effect of democratic policy.
So do you think that we should have like books about like gay stuff in the schools?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
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 Really? Okay. Instead
Not
of a Bible?
sexual. The Bible's very sexual.
The Bible is very sexual. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
okay.
have you read your Bible? It's wild.
No, but I'm saying like the Bible is not like allowed in schools, but like gay stuff can be
The
allowed in
whole
schools.
state of
Because
Oklahoma disagrees with you.
that's true. I mean, it's not supposed to be in schools. That would be separation of church and state, which being gay is not a religion. So those are two different things.
Yeah, I don't want my
Alright.
kid to grow up to think that the earth is fucking flat. I don't want my kid to think that the earth is 6,000 years old. I don't want them to think that people have made of fucking clay and that there were talking snakes and unicorns, so that they constantly question the things we discover in science and go, oh, well, that doesn't align with my dumb fucking 2,000-year-old book. I'd much rather them have the ability to build framework based on reality.
All right, Pickles. On your thing it says Trump sucks. Why does he suck?
Because he creates people like you. He's created division in America more than we've ever seen in the last few decades. He's created bigotry and hatred towards minority groups, specifically trans people, specifically immigrants. He has bankrupted the country. We now have fewer people receiving benefits, where our taxpayers was lifting these people out of poverty and starvation, and you guys are fucking cheering for it. We have $5 gas now across the country. The whole world is suffering from Trump's excursion in Iran. We have Cuba, 32,000 people have died at the hands of Trump because he has stopped them from receiving oil, and these people are just starving and dying of cholera and thirst. It's just famine. Trump and you people are just doing disgusting shit and cheering for it because you're just so politically charged with the most dumb shit that doesn't matter, that doesn't help anybody.
So, for instance, right, during Biden's last year, why did everyone turn against him?
Because he had no pathway to win the election. The projection showed he had no pathway because Trump had done such a good job making y'all have Biden derangement syndrome.
No, wait. Let's stop right there. All right. You said he wasn't incapable of, right? Did you like were you like supportive in that era?
I think
in that
Biden
last
did a
year?
fantastic job as president. Fantastic.
So if he did a fantastic job, why did you turn on him on the last year?
I would have voted him back in, but Kamala was the candidate.
Okay. And why would you like vote for him again?
Because
if you just said he was incompetent.
I didn't say he was incompetent. I said he was unable to move forward because the projections for voting didn't show him
didn't show him winning, right? Okay. That's why he just passed the leadership to Kamala.
All
right. Because he was already like too old and he couldn't like lead the American people.
Trump was
and that's
older.
what
you voted in Trump at a higher age. He is now the oldest
right.
president we've ever had.
And he's more like he's looking more alive than Biden, honestly.
No, he's not. He fucking shits in a diaper. He has a fucking a bag that holds his piss tied to his leg or tied to his waist at all times. He constantly stays up till 3 a.m. tweeting crazy AI bullshit. He's like my old grandpa that doesn't know anything about politics. He's just brainwashed. Trump is a very profoundly stupid person.
But everyone, even the Democrats, started turning against Biden because he wasn't doing anything for America.
That's not even
Is that not true?
Biden had
So,
more
so
legislation passed as a president than
no, but
anybody in
that's
the
not what I
last 30
said.
years. He had
That's
more
not what I said, though.
meaningful legislation that helped people, that made jobs, that created a better bounce back from COVID. He did so much good shit. And you guys can't even name one thing he did because you guys are so obsessed with people's fucking genitals and people eating cats and dogs. You don't know
I
what the
can name
fuck he
one
thinks.
thing he did.
Name it.
He during the stock market, he increased that stock market and is making working class people to like dive in and get money instead of like just
What did
staying the
he?
same.
That's not a thing he did. That's a thing that happened.
And who
What did
who
he
caused
do?
that? Who caused that thing?
What?
Name a
Trump.
policy he passed.
Name a policy he passed. Let me see. Let me
You have
think
to
of
look it
one.
up.
No, let me think of one.
Are you talking about market manipulation? Because he does a lot of that.
Yeah, and that's good for the middle class because we
That's
can get
literal
we can get
corruption.
money. Why would that
That's
be corruption?
corruption.
How is that corruption?
When
He
Trump
is
buys
oh my God.
$250 million worth of NVIDIA stock 1 week before he approves the sale of those chips to China, that is market manipulation. He's enriching himself with insider information that only he fucking knew. He's enriching himself and fucking up the economy.
I don't think presidents can own stocks.
Yes, we just got a stock portfolio. The first quarter of 2026, he traded stocks every 9 minutes and 15 fucking seconds.
Is it his I don't think so.
He just gave us the report.
I will pull it up.
While Pickles is pulling that up, I hope you are pulling up the policy that you said you were trying to find about Trump affecting the stock market.
Trump trades millions with NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft while promoting companies. Here you go. President Trump bought and sold stocks worth at least $220 million involving companies such as NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, all these people who he gave waivers through the tariffs that he made, all of these things. He's choosing winners and then investing in them. He absolutely is do this. And I bet in the same breath that you'll say this is okay, you're going to cry about Nancy Pelosi possibly doing the same thing.
I mean, she does say the same, does do the same thing.
And you don't like it?
No, I do like it. I mean, she has a loophole. I like. Remember that first conversation in the beginning? Like that's the loophole that she has found out.
Yeah,
Like
I think you're just a cuck. You're
she's
just a
smart
cuck
enough.
for it.
She's smart enough to figure out that loophole. Like, why would I be against that?
All right. Cloud, send me your Venmo. I've got another $20 for you. So I'm going to send you $30, all right?
It's very sweet. Thank you.
Anytime. Love you, Cloud.
And love you too. See you.
All right. Big shout out to Pixie, W Pixies, all throughout the chat, all day long, every day. W Pixies. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man. These people are hypocrites at every level. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What do you
I
like
love
about
me
him?
some Trump. What I like about Trump, I have to say, is his sex appeal. I mean, I think the man is he's attractive. Like, I've had this fantasy for probably since 2016 when he first got elected, where I'm drinking milk directly from his lactating breasts as I squeeze on his nipples, and it's just kind of this fantasy that's been kind of keeping me going for the last 10 years or so.
Are you Homelander? All right.
Hey, Pickles.
What's up, Cecil?
Wow, it's brutal tonight, man. That last guy, these guys that talk real stupid like that, you let them talk for an hour and a half. It's not a real debate. You got to debate someone like me. Hey, I wanted to ask you real quick while I got the time. This ratio you keep giving, like 50-1, Democrats bring in jobs. Is that like per president? Are you talking about presidential reigns? And how far back are you going on that?
The end of the Cold War.
So 1989.
The 89.
Oh, okay. So they don't include Ronald Reagan's stats in that.
Right.
Okay. That should tell you all you need to know. Um, darn it. Of course, I don't have it up, but I didn't think you were going to put me through. There's some other deceptive things about that. Um, I'm not prepared to give it to you. Wow, you got me good now. I'm fizzling out bad, dude. Usually I have this, like I said, you had 4 callers up, so I didn't think you were going to let me talk. But yeah, what about the Cato Institute? I was asking about that last time we talked, and how they come up with their list. And you pivoted away to like destiny and some argument he or debate he had,
Mm-hmm.
and you were saying that, like, right wingers don't even consider things violent when they are.
Yeah.
But what does that have to do with what I was asking you about the Cato Institute?
Because you're pointing to a poll that polled people left and right that were advocates of political violence. And what I would say is that when people are polled on the right, they don't realize that their positions are inherently violent. They don't think of it that way. But every single one of y'all are for the forced removal of people and putting them in detention centers. And we even have people in chat right now that would tell me to feed these people to gators.
Yeah.
And
I'm
there's
not one of
nobody that is going to go and tell these people politically. Even you won't say, "Hey, that's not okay. Don't say that." You won't care. You don't care.
Well, I never met one. I'm an oldie but a goodie. I've never met a white supremacist in my whole life. If I did, they hid it from me pretty well. I just
That's
don't
just
think.
anecdotal.
I think they're. Well, I think they're overrepresented. We talked about the SPLC. For 10 years they've been, like I said, racism's on the way out. You guys just need to let it die already. You had a black caller earlier about an hour and a half ago that was making a lot of sense, but you're fixed.
He almost
Like
made no
when
sense. He literally, he did things that I couldn't even rebuttal because they were like nothing burgers. Like if I were to dissect the exact things he said, we would conclude nothing from it.
you should go on Greg Foreman's YouTube channel. He's a black conservative, and I wish I could. If I didn't have a real job, I wish I could put you guys in a debate together. But that's really not your thing. You like to debate these random people that don't know anything about politics. They just know they love their president, and then they just sound real stupid when they get into the weeds with you guys. But yeah, for instance, this last caller you had, the 25-year-old, he sounded like a straight up bigot to me. He would sit there and say how much he wouldn't put his gay nephew out on the street, but I mean, he thinks he's real. It was just a bigoted argument.
But he secretly
and
hopes
what
his
I-
nephew wouldn't be gay and watch gay cartoons.
Right. What I've noticed is that your older Trump supporters, like myself, a lot of us are what we call old school liberals. We're really liberals at heart. That's why, the free speech. You guys think we're freaks of nature because we're not free speech absolutist. We don't think you should be able to say anything. But let's say when it comes to misinformation, sure, who doesn't want to get rid of misinformation, right? But who's going to be the judge of what the misinformation is?
Correct.
That's where the problem is.
So I don't think that someone like Trump should have his hands on anything in regards to what should and shouldn't be said.
Well,
You agree?
he'll call a so-called journalist a bad name, and you guys, oh my God, the freedom of the press is under assault. But then you guys totally ignore the stuff that the Biden administration did. And another one of your callers mentioned it earlier. Zuckerberg sat right there on the stand and told the whole world, "Yeah, we were pressured to keep certain stories."
This is called. This is called buying. He was basically complying before enforcement, and you were just paid to kick. But this is like complying beforehand. What do they call it? Complying in advance. So like Zuckerberg knew that he was considered somewhat of a liberal before this whole Trump thing came in. W. Georgia's in the chat. Smoochies. God, I lost my train of thought. But these people, we saw multiple news networks go and kiss the ring on Trump's way in. And what he had to do was he had to buy Trump's approval. He had to go in and kiss the ring. And now you see that he was brought to like China to negotiate on behalf of the United States. Trump had every means to shut down and cripple things like Facebook using the FCC, using legislation. And when it comes to Republicans like Trump doing fascist things, these companies will fail if Trump wanted them to. Trump will use things like tariffs to punish his political enemies. He'll use EOs to punish his political enemies.
Please.
Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Who created you?
JE6?
The ages. I hope you and I will answer one day.
Guys, Jeffrey Epstein is alive. I can't prove it.
Pickles!
Zachariah.
What's going on, man?
You on pickles?
Yeah, we're on pickles.
Pickles,
Me and
Marty's
Marty are
here too.
Marty!
How you doing?
Doing good, doing
The gang's
good.
back. Diamond Dogs are back together.
Diamond Dogs are back. We're missing Pickles. We were,
See, look at this.
Me, Pickles, and TikTok were on last night, but you were asleep.
Yeah. The hell, man? Where was my invite?
Chat.
I texted you were asleep.
Chat, this is these two
They know who we
fellas
are.
were
They know
young-
who we are at
For
this
those
point.
who don't, these two young fellas are people who were formerly MAGA. Now they're
Yep.
part of the Diamond Dogs. Now they're part of the A team. Do you
Hell
guys,
yeah, baby.
Do you guys want to sit with me while I show off some of these packages? I got a gift. I got a few gifts from some of my, my fans.
Yeah, we do.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, we want to sit.
This
We're
is
taking a seat real quick.
Big Fluff. Are you here?
Oh, man.
Big Fluff, are you here? Please tell me you're here.
Big Fluff? Who the hell is
Yes!
Big Fluff?
Big Fluff. Big Fluff. Big shout out to Big Fluff 713. He sent me a package of anime paraphernalia, and I am so excited to go through it with y'all. All right. So this is he sent me a whole stack of these. Look at that Gon from Hunter x Hunter. I'm wearing a fucking Gon hat right now, dude. Oh, so badass. This is from Demon Hunter. Look at this Pulp Fiction. So sick, dude. Look at that. So sick. God dang, dude. We got Itachi. Look
Okay,
at
that one's actually kind of cool. That one's actually kind of cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's sick. I like
If
that.
you haven't watched that, I've watched that.
Sasuke.
Woo.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh man. I think this is Sasuke.
Let me see. Yeah, that is.
Oh man.
Wait,
So
no,
sick, dude.
Oh, what's it called? Susanoo. Susanoo, that's what it is.
Madara? Sasuke's uncle, I believe. So sick. Oh, we got the toad. We got the toad. Oh, bro. So dope, dude. And it's 3D. Oh my gosh.
Wait, Pickles, people just send you this stuff?
Yes,
They just,
dude.
like,
Read it
what
and
the
weep.
hell?
Yeah. Look at that.
Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime. No, it's actually tough.
Oh. This is from Hunter x Hunter. Dude, so sick.
Marty.
And then we have this. This looks like the scene.
I know
from-
that one's the best one. That one's actually cool.
This is, I think it's when is that Itachi looking at somebody who got vanquished? Hector, what's up, bro? That's not even the end of it, y'all. That's just a little bit of it. We got a whole like envelope full of biggies. Grandma Tsunade. Oh heavens to Betsy.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know who this is.
Oh, she's from what's it called, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Hold on. Got more. Hold on. But wait, there's more.
There's more. Holy.
Got another biggie. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. We got Naruto.
Oh my god.
Look at that, dude.
Oh, I just heard Shawshank Redemption and I was like, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Love that. I just watched that on my flight home. Shawshank
Demon
Redemption.
Slayer. Dude.
Because how much stuff did you get? Oh my god.
Got Broly.
Broly. Okay, that one's kind of cool.
And we got Demon Slayer again, and this is double-sided. Look at this, dude. Big Fluff has a Whatnot
Big
account,
Fluff. How do you
and
know
what
Big Fluff?
if you could post your Whatnot account? Well, I'll have somebody pin it. He sells this stuff on Whatnot. Super cool stuff. We got one more thing to go through, and then we got another surprise for y'all.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So, how do I do this? Oh, it's taped. The same name, Big Fluff 713 on Whatnot. Big shout out to Big Fluff, dude. This stuff just makes my D wiggy.
What? Yo.
I forget what his name is. God dang it, I love him.
Killua.
Yeah, Killua. Killua. We got
Gone.
Gon.
You see this knowledge?
Yeah. Well, I know you guys are more into anime than I am.
Oh, we got this guy who's got the
I don't know,
chains.
Zach's a huge anime guy.
He's in the same. He's in Hunter x Hunter too.
Yeah, nah. He's the chain. Yeah, the chain guy. Nah, he's sick.
So dope, dude. Oh man. Got two blades. Imagine, like, he's giving me his extra stuff. Imagine the kind of stuff he has that he's keeping, dude, that he sells.
Yeah, I mean, he sent you like 1,000 things. It's kind of crazy, man. For free? You just got this for free, man?
Yeah, dude.
What are you going to do with all this? Are you going to put them all up?
Yeah, I'm going to make a shrine.
Anime shrine?
Yeah.
Nerd. Nah, I'm just playing. I used to have my anime shrine.
Thank you, Kurapika.
Karai, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, and this is double-sided. I think it's Naruto.
It's Hinata, yeah.
That's what's her name. Her brother is the other guy. I don't know if I can show this one. I'll give you a quick flash.
Oh, pickles, bro. That was not family
She was
friendly.
close.
What are we
She was
doing?
close. All right, she was close.
I don't know, man.
I missed it.
I don't know. I don't know. That wasn't family friendly, man.
No.
You didn't see that? What are you
No,
doing?
I missed it.
God. It was some girl with her legs like that.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
God.
Yeah, big shout out to Big Fluff. The other thing that we got, this is a package. Someone bought this on my Amazon wish list. These are fluffy leopard skin dice that will be going on a certain other thing that you guys helped raise. And one day you guys helped me raise funds for this, and it is here. You guys got me a brand new scooter. And there it is right there. Ah! Hold on. Let's get this bad boy showing off, all right? Show this bad boy off. All right.
Wait, that's kind of sick. I actually like
It
that.
actually is. How fast does it go? Though?
Is that
That's the
electric?
question.
Oh yeah. Got lights. This.
That's fire. I like
Okay,
that.
what the hell, man?
That's actually sick. They have turn signals. They have blinkers.
Got a blinker?
A blinker.
Blinker? What the hell?
Yo, Feisty Bot with the membership. Thank you so much. Guys, it goes 35 miles an hour.
30? Are you
35
serious?
Yeah, she'll get up and go. She'll get up and go.
Yeah, man.
She's got
That's
a
actually pretty sick.
lot of juice in the Red Dragon.
That's actually fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pickles, man. Damn, what a baller, man. Got his new scooter. Got the
And
fuzzy dice.
Somebody
Damn.
also sent me these glasses. I lost the... Hold on, let me say thank you. It doesn't have a thingy. Taffy Bot. Let's
At the
fucking go,
Taffy
Scooter.
Bot super chatted $10. Let's fucking go, Scooter. We'll need a GoPro stream playing outdoors.
We are gonna do a Scooter compilation video. I'm doing my sweet tricks on it. Don't get a ticket, yeah. We hopefully have a helmet on the way. Yeah, just living the dream, chat. Just living the dream. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to, it was me sent you the glasses. Ruth Ann, thank you so much for the glasses. I love them. They actually have 0.75 magnification, and little did I know I need that. It's very nice. So thank you so much. What did I name her? I haven't named her yet. We might do like a community naming thing. But yeah. That is what you asked for. Thank you so much, Ruth Ann. No, they work. And look at it's even got the turtle shell side. I love them. They work. They're bigger than I thought I was gonna get, but I think it works out. I think the big glasses suit me.
I like them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, they look all right. I like them.
What do you mean? I actually like them a lot. I think they look good.
No, Pickles looks good.
Fucking
Big John's looking good.
Johnny.
It's dog one right there.
Well, we're missing one. We're missing one of the Diamond Dogs.
Who? Tic Tac?
Yeah. We were
Is he an official Diamond Dog member now? Like,
Bro, what do you mean? It was always me, you, Pickles, and Tic Tac.
no, Tic Tac wasn't included
Yes,
the first time. I swear. Because we were talking about making a
Pickles,
podcast.
was he in the original Diamond Dogs?
I think so.
I don't think he was. No, he wasn't.
I promise he was.
I don't think he was.
I remember very vividly. He definitely was.
Yeah.
I remember that, like, I remember joining that live stream like it was yesterday, I swear. Coming up with the Diamond Dogs. That was great.
Yeah.
That's an all-time memory right there. Pickles, have you seen Gatsby yet, though? That's the question. Why didn't he go?
Gatsby?
Remember we told him to go see Gatsby? And
Oh,
it was
the
in
Broadway show.
It was in,
Oh,
yeah,
the
it
show.
was in Dallas, wasn't it? Or wherever. Pickles, where are you from? Dallas,
I haven't
right?
gone. Yeah.
I don't think Pickles doesn't go to the theater that often. I don't think. Do you?
I really don't.
You should. It's a good hobby to have. You should do that more often.
It's actually fun. Like when we went, it was actually fun.
We should all go to like Texas and like if Gatsby's ever there, we should all go see it.
Yeah, we should actually.
If you guys ever come to Texas, you don't tell me, I'd be fucking seriously mad.
Oh, you're the first person.
Oh yeah, we're going straight.
You're
to
the
Dallas.
first person we're telling.
Yeah,
we'll do a podcast episode. That would be. Remember we were talking about doing a podcast.
We should do a podcast.
We should actually. Like that would be a fire podcast.
Former MAGA.
Former MAGA converts. And then we can have like people coming in that have converted. You see what I mean? Look at that. That's a good idea right there.
Yeah. And you know what? I've had a few people. I think someone yesterday joined, and after a few like long, like multi-hour talks, they came back up and they were like, "Listen, I'm ditching Trump."
Really?
How are your liberal girlfriends? I love that.
Someone said that in the chat.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. I love that. They're great.
They can maybe have a mic.
What's going on with what's the love life like? Pickles, what's the love? Pickles, how's the love life over there? What's going on?
You
You
know,
know?
it's going all right. It's going all right. May or
Okay.
may not be taking a trip here soon to go visit special somebody.
Ooh.
Whoa, how you doing?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Loving that, man. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is she liberal or is she MAGA?
Oh yeah, she's liberal.
Would you ever date a MAGA woman?
No.
What if she was
Really?
like the hottest girl in the world, though? Like,
She'd be ugly as fuck on the inside.
no, I kind of like that take, though. I kind of like it. What do you think about that take? I like that
It is a
take.
good take.
Ugly heart, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. See,
Do you think Sydney? All right, I got a question. Do you think Sydney Sweeney is like all that or no? Be honest, because I've heard some.
She was until she came out as MAGA, and now I can't even look at her and be like, ooh, she.
So if Sydney Sweeney is coming on to you, you wouldn't get with her?
Yeah, okay. Like,
No way.
What are these questions?
No way. No way.
No.
Come on, be for real.
No,
All right, you're a
I'm
couple
serious
drinks
as a
in.
heart attack.
Couple drinks in.
I don't drink, so I mean, maybe if I was blackout drunk, of course, yeah, like, yeah, sure, maybe, but against my own good judgment.
Is she really MAGA though? When did she come out as MAGA?
She did that like ad with like American Eagle or whatever, right? Wasn't that it?
Is that what it was?
I think it was more than that. I think
it
she
like
had
a
like a
re-
TP.
I remember that.
She had like a Turning Point USA shirt or something.
Oh, really?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too far gone.
I don't really like her in general. Though. I feel like she's coming like.
I just be seeing like Euphoria clips of her. You know what I mean?
It's,
And
so
it's just like so.
What has that
like,
show? Do you watch that show, Euphoria?
Yeah. I'm still watching it. In fact, I need to watch last night's episode.
I haven't started the new season yet. Is it any good?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. You know? Oh my god! You know what show I was thinking about last night?
What?
Ginny and Georgia.
Oh, that's a good show.
Oh, I want a new season of that.
Have you seen that? Ginny and George. He definitely hasn't.
No.
I don't think he's seen.
Uh-uh.
That's not.
That's a oh my god! That's a good show. That was really good. You put me onto that one. You put me onto like every good show.
Yeah, I put Zach onto every show.
It's actually like nuts. I have no taste.
I do need to start Euphoria season 3 though. That's one thing I've been meaning to do.
Yeah.
Do you watch The Boys?
Yes.
The Boys is good. The Boys is
Never
good.
watched it.
Yeah, I watched it years ago. I was onto it before it got big.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm like kind of behind. I'm on season 3. I think there's like 5 seasons.
I think I watched it in like 2020, 2021 when it came out. It was insane, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Zach, do you watch The Boys?
Nah.
Amazon
What?
Prime Video.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried to put the first. I tried
Pickles.
to put the first episode on. And I just couldn't get out of it.
Zach is the least cultured out of the 3 of us. That's
Whoa,
one thing
whoa,
you need to
whoa,
understand.
whoa, 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 whoa.
He's-
Whoa.
Zach
Let's
is
take a
very-
step back there. So
No,
that's
you
just
are.
not true.
Yes, it
in the
is. 100%.
slight- That's just not true.
100%.
I'm pretty far
I'm
behind.
I'm the most cultured, I think.
No,
100%.
definitely not.
100%.
You're the last. Out of the 3 of us, you're the least cultured.
That's not true.
Guys, this guy's an honorary Diamond Dog member.
Ooh, we got a little. Whoa.
You gotta bark though.
Yeah, got a bar.
That's nice.
Give this man a follow. Give him all the love. Yeah, this guy's based. This guy's based. Comes up here, plays some jingles, just really hits it. You see that? Goosebumps. All right? Real goosies.
That was really good.
That was good.
Real goosies. I feel like I'm in a Studio Ghibli movie, dude. That was amazing. That was fantastic. Give this person some love. I'm gonna say thank you and I'm gonna kick you. I love you. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was good.
you're welcome.
Great. That was great.
That was great. Actually, that was really peaceful. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that was
We're
the
talking
runs that he did.
Yeah, no, that was good. I low-key wish I could play an
That was kind of aura coming in, no words, just
no words, just
play
start.
the piano and then just dip. That's
See that might be a diamond dog.
You never, yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
No,
telling
that's
you.
a diamond dog right there. That's what makes him
Yeah,
so
I'm telling you.
special, so talented. It's awesome.
That was good. That was very
It's
good.
incredible.
Yeah,
man.
Definitely gained a lot of aura from that. Just no talking, come in, rip the piano, and just dip. That's
Just wow.
Yeah, just
Very
walks away
fanatical.
like an explosion. Doesn't look back, kind of like Chuck Norris. Just doesn't even look at it. Just
Wow.
How you done?
How you doing? God, man.
Pickles, what happened to your main account? You got banned?
Yeah,
He's on his main account.
No, he's not.
What do you mean?
it's gone forever.
Oh God, man. What happened?
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Too many strikes.
For what? What'd you do?
A lot of them were for being too handsome, being too cool.
Oh, yeah, true.
You know, yeah, everything else that comes with debating.
Just too great of a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, just spreading too much love. They can't take it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's sad, man. I don't got my Pickles follow anymore. You remember Pickles follow us? That was a great day.
Yeah.
That was a great day. That was awesome. That was when we first met too. I remember that.
That was
Christmas
early.
Eve of 2020.
That was early in the
What year
friendship.
was it? Christmas Eve 2024, I think. Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Was it not?
I think it was.
It was Christmas
I don't
Eve.
think Christmas Eve was the first time.
It was. I
We did
swear.
hang out
No,
on
that
Christmas
was when we became friends. Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve was our first time on as like friendly. I think we became friends on Christmas Eve, but we debated them before that. It was like a week before that.
Yeah, and then we came back and then we became Diamond Dogs. Like that's when the friendship really took off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, wow. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. You know, I'm still missing Dr. Jace. I don't know where he's been.
Dr. J.
Every time, I give him a
remember
shout out
him.
every time on the stream because I originally debated him. Remember on your stream,
Mm-hmm.
like a
I
while back.
remember that,
It was
yeah.
you. It was you and Dr. Jace.
And Tic Tac joined, I think, that time. Did he?
No, I don't think so. Maybe did he join? I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Gosh,
that was like
man.
ancient history.
Ancient
That was
ancient history
it was-
right there.
It was honestly a throwback.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. That was great.
Miss those days.
A lot of history here. Pickles is great to debate because he's very like
He's very nice.
yeah.
He's just a nice guy. Like, who were the other guys who we used to debate? Like Parker and Dean, they were just mad.
They're nice.
They were just
They're nice. I think they're nice guys.
Who's the word? No, there's a lot of mean
They're
people
all
out there
nice.
though.
They're all nice.
Like Pickles are so friendly. It makes you like
They're just different types.
easy to
of
talk
debates.
to.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
But we
I
need
am-
more people like that.
Do what I can. Well, listen, y'all. I'm gonna give you the boot. I might take a little intermission, take a little break.
All right, Pickles.
All right.
Hey, good talking to you,
Yeah.
Pickles. Miss
Nice,
you, man.
nice to have the trio back together.
It was great. We'll see you guys again soon. All right.
All right, we'll see you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good guys, chat. Good guys. They were MAGA. They were formerly MAGA, and growth, flourishing they are. They're just getting it. We might have a debate. Let's see where this goes, y'all. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Cool, man. Do you need a second?
No.
Sounds like you're across the room.
Yeah.
You there?
Is that any better?
It sounds like you're across the room. It sounds like you're, are you pooping?
Hold on a second.
You don't gotta lie to kick it, dude.
You ain't got to ask personal questions to kick it.
There you go. All right. What do you like about Trump?
Yeah. You ain't got to ask somebody what their business is to kick it. So,
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
Right?
What do you like about Trump?
You can see that, don't you? That you don't have to ask people questions like that, right? To have a conversation.
You got me. Yeah, I was just trying to just a little icebreaker.
When I get to 3 concessions, I leave. Okay, so there's one.
What do you like about Trump?
Everything.
Do you know that
Literally everything. Because my greatest fear is that there's going to be people who don't support Trump that would turn out to be like you. That is my greatest fear, that my 2 boys would turn out to be and think and act and respond the way that you do to life.
Okay, and what ways are those?
Feminine, not masculine, real diva, entitled, very, very entitled, not able to endure the things that life throws your way, thinking that you know everything, that you're educated. Obviously, we're going to go through this debate, and you're going to try your best to be right 100% of the time. And we already know that's not true. Do you agree with me on that? Can you be right 100% of the time?
Can I ask you something?
No. Answer the question. I've
No,
already asked you
I can't
something.
be right all of the time.
Okay, well, thanks for conceding that.
That's
Okay,
not a
so
concession.
that is my greatest fear, that my children become somebody just like you.
Hey man, do you recognize this picture?
What has that got to do with Trump? Answer my question. What does that have to do with
Are you
Trump?
accused of unalizing your wife?
I've never been married. Answer my question. What does that have to do with Trump?
I just want to know what kind of person you are, casting
What
judgment
does
on my
that
character.
have to? What does that have to do with me voting for Trump?
So you want to talk about masculinity and people having a correct walk of life? I think this is pretty adjacent to that.
No. I said that I don't want them to be like you, a know-it-all, and here you going to try to downplay somebody because there's.
Do you have 30 counts of domestic violence on your record?
Have you ever made a mistake?
30 times.
Have you ever? How many mistakes have you made in your life? Just one? Debating? That's one I can count that I know of. You're not good at it.
I hope your children don't grow up to be like you. 30 times, dude?
Prove it. Prove it.
You didn't deny it, did you?
Prove it. No, it doesn't matter if I deny it or
denying?
don't deny it. Would you prove it? Prove it. Prove it.
Thirty counts. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm a pickle supporter, and fuck that guy. You would be lucky to have a fart that is like you. Literally, like you're like one of the most awesomest guys on the fucking internet right now. I just
Yeah.
wanted to jump up and say that.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, bye.
Fucking W, dude. Love that. He'd be the luckiest man alive if his kids turned out. Dude, thank you. Thank you, chat. I've never had a violent charge. Especially not fucking 30? Pickles Obama in 2028. Guys, I do not need to be trusted with the presidency, and I know that about myself. I sleep 12 hours a day. All right? David?
A lot of glare today.
Huh?
Is it a lot of glare today?
Are you talking about my glasses?
Right.
Um,
Do you have a lot
maybe
of
for y'all.
glare?
Maybe for y'all.
Yeah, I'm
doing
glad
good.
you wear. I'm glad you wear them because there's a lot of glare if you weren't wearing them.
Yeah.
Because your eyes shoot up so much glare.
I don't need glasses for that.
What? Okay. So what's tormenting you today?
Bigoted MAGA?
Okay. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, man.
All right. How are they bigoted today?
We had one guy that unable to tell us his position on letting children see, I don't know, the representation of just gay people in media. I feel like that's a
Okay.
big issue.
Okay. So should we put the book Gender Queer in the kindergarten library for them?
If it's sexual in nature, probably not.
Well, that's bigoted, what you're saying right there.
No, I'm adhering to a principle
Have
for a
you
reason.
not noticed that that book has been in elementary and middle school libraries?
And I would be against that. I don't think you'd fight anybody who's not
What do you
against
mean
that.
you would be against it?
Yes.
Your party promotes it. It's actually pissed that they're trying to remove it.
I don't think so, actually, no.
Yeah, you might want to think again.
Okay.
That's what you back. That's what you're promoting.
Sure.
Go read the book. Have you read the book?
I think I've seen snippets of it.
No, go read it. You want kids to read it, go read it.
I just told you I don't want kids to read it.
Since when? Because that's flying in the face
Since
of your
just
party's
now.
stance on it.
False.
Not false.
No, I think that you guys have gone overboard. In fact, you guys have gone as far as to like ban books like To Kill a Mockingbird.
Pickles, now you're backpedaling off your own position.
I think I've been
You're
consistent.
backpedaling off your own position.
I'm being consistent.
No, you're not.
Mm-mm.
It really is pathetic when they get caught and then they go, "Oh, that's not my position. That's not me. I don't promote that." Sure you do.
Oh, you guys put the Bible
Sure
in
you
classrooms.
do, Pickles.
David, have you not figured out like how things sorry, I just got a text. Oh, he's gone. David, maybe one day you can take a page out of my book and not overtalk people, not bring this like weird sassy attitude, this like condescending tone that you have for me. And we'd probably be able to have more than like a 2-minute talk. Vote for Elon. Oh, God. We've really lost it, guys. We've really lost it. The late night crowd gets a little rowdy. So true. Guys, did we paid to boot you, Splinter? You got to come back tomorrow, man. Someone paid to kick you. Got to come back tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you said the slur, dude. You said the slur, Splinter. Not trying to get nannered, bro. You gave me a strike on TikTok, Splinter. How do you debate? You just got to hit the thing to join the box. You got to join. Click on the two silhouettes of people. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
In a way, but I'm not MAGA, if that makes sense.
Okay, how so?
So Trump is the necessary evil. He weakens the USA's hegemony and imperialism. Are you familiar with both terms?
Yeah. Are you from a different country?
Yes, I am.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Oh.
So I'd like to reinforce my point there. So mainly because I'm more concerned about the world than the USA. If that is a deal breaker for you, we can I can leave the call, or do you want me to proceed?
I mean, what I would say to you is that Trump is he has brought us to the top of the list of like the biggest threat to world peace according to multiple polls across America.
Yes, but at the same time, the America is losing influence in the world. So I think that's a good thing in a way, if that makes sense to you.
And it feels like kind of like an accelerationist position.
Yeah, something like that. Because let me explain why. So the hegemony alone it means you dominate the world stage, right? And they intervene foreign politics, right? There's literally a Wikipedia page that dedicated to like the foreign interference. There's 71 countries that the USA ruined their politics. And also their economic sanctions alone, they killed 40 million people in the last 2 decades. And there's literally an article about why the USA is the barrier to world peace, you know? And the stronger the hegemony of America gets, the more perverse the imperialism is. So that's my POV. And Trump is doing well in ruining that, in my opinion.
You can make a case for both, though. You can make a case for both. Like I think he's empowered some of the biggest like bad regimes in the world, and we may not see this turnaround. Like this may end up something that gets too big to deal with.
Oh, do you think so? I think the really good thing is EU doesn't want him, right? NATO is in the point of breaking up. Canada, us, we're trying to separate from the USA like as much as possible, and that's the most productive thing like any president has done for world peace, in my opinion. But it can look weird because it's coming at the cost of Americans. So we can, if you think that's not a good argument, then I can leave the call. So what do you think?
I don't know. I appreciate you coming up. I just don't think that any of us have like a crystal ball to see that this is going to end up like crumbling things. Like I think that the crumbling of NATO, for instance, could lead to less world peace.
Do you agree that the USA is the bad guys? They're the evil country.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I think I have nothing more to say.
Okay.
But yeah, world peace over America, you know. So that's it. Have a good night.
You too. Denver, you were paid to kick. You cannot come back till tomorrow. Everybody needs to wish James Tallarico a happy 37th birthday. He's fucking my age, dude. That's insane. So unpatriotic. Many countries around the world see us as terrorists, rightfully so. And for you not to be able to see that just means you're part of that machine. Guys, I want to go ride my new scooter. I think I'm just going to go fucking ride my new scooter. I think I want to ride my new scooter and go, like, get some food. I think it'd be fun. What if I get, like, a phone mount for my scooter? Oh, yeah, this is happening. $19. This is happening. Don't debate, Scoot. Only with a helmet. Pickles, no, only with a helmet. I think someone might be sending me a helmet. I'm not sure. Someone said they might be. But I also have a helmet in my Amazon wish list. If you guys really, really, really want me to get that helmet, it's in my Amazon wish list, but I think until the end of the month, I am trying to be as fiscal as possible. No phone until helmet. Pickles, that can be your gimmick. The Scootin' debater. I said I would immediately, but let me know if someone else did. Zilla, you said you will? You're too smart to wear a scooter without a helmet. I gotta be smart. How do you purchase Amazon gifts for you that aren't on your list? Cecil, if you promise not to send me anthrax, I will give you my P.O. box. It's in my thing. It's in my thing. If you got that for me, I would be so excited. It's a really cool helmet. I promise not to go over 20. I'm just gonna go get Jimmy John's. When does Jimmy John's close? Damn, they close in 6 minutes. Can I get there? No. My parents must be very proud. You can trust the Cecil. Old school libs are the best. Don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm just gonna go. Maybe I don't know. I'm out of groceries, but I don't want to buy any more groceries because I'm about to go out of town. So I'm just gonna get some cheap food. My mouth is freaking watering looking at Jimmy John's, dude. Not Jimmy John's. This is for Big Game Hunt. Okay, yeah. Okay. Fuck. Okay. DM me, Cecil. I'll give you my Addy. Jersey Mike's is so much better. Is Jersey Mike's on the good list? Jersey Mike's is a non-partisan, unaffiliated with any political party. They seem based. Jersey Mike sucks. Do they? It does. It says they don't. Firehouse. Do they have Firehouse? They do. Do I even have one near me? They're so far from me. The closest one is. Oh my god, so far. $11 miles. My scooter can get there and back. My new scooter can do it. I service at Jersey Mike's where the manager is insanely uneducated about it. This is my main account now, y'all. All right, I'm not gonna go. You know what? I'll take my slow scooter. How about that? I'll take my slow scooter and go get some food. We don't have a new thirst trap yet, y'all. Jersey Mike's the best chain standard out there. Anything that doesn't have hot peppers, any place that has subs with no hot peppers, sucks. All right, chat. We're gonna get off. I'm really hungry now. I'm just really hungry. Hot relish. It's all opinions. Get the food that you want. All right, I will. All right, chat. I love you guys. Thank you so much for an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for an awesome stream. We just did the 3 hour and 7 minutes. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna let my hair down. I might be gaming a little bit tonight. And before I get off, I'm gonna send Cloudcat their Venmo. Just so I do it before anybody forgets. Do Venmo. Boom. Cloud at art. There it is. Boom. Got you. Don't forget to pick. I do need to get Pickles some food too, so I'm gonna do that. Chat, love you. Have a good night. Be good. Thank you so much for all the support. Let's raid somebody. Hold on, before y'all go, let's raid somebody. Let's support some other creators. We just hit 24,000 follows, by the way. Thank you all so much. We started streaming this account a few weeks ago. It's insane. It's honestly insane. I think Doug is talking about... Okay, he's doing debates. Let's do Doug. Can I just go to your account? Why don't they let me do that? All right, this is Doug's account.
Well,
oops,
it's relevant because I have to know if you guys have grandparents.
Dougie Lifts, dude. Look for Dougie Lifts. This is his account. Go give him a pickles raid. Give him all the love. My boy Doug. He's almost as swole as me. Tell him that if he needs any like health and fitness tips to give me a shout. Give me a ring. And I will help him out. Just tell him to follow Pickles for fitness tips. Doug is tall. I don't know. But go tell Doug we'll help him out with fitness tips, chat. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.